Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Role Seekers and the Legend of Nibel. We're a group of local gamers just like you, role play for your enjoyment. My name is Dustin Ritchie, and these are the Role Seekers.
Hey!
Hi, Dustin.
So this is a special game we're playing on a Wednesday night because we've been super busy on Tuesdays, and a lot of stuff has come up. So we're hoping that we get our normal audience back, but if you're new to Role Seekers, welcome. Let me give you a little breakdown of what we do. Everything you see is improvised other than a few notes, and we play Dungeons & Dragons in a homebrew world called Nibel. This is episode 35, but if you're interested in this story and you want to see everything that's going on, you can see all of that on @RoleSeekers or roleseekers.com. All of our episodes are on YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch now, so Twitch also. We have a couple of announcements for tonight. So the first announcement that I'd like to make is that we are getting ready to launch our first Kickstarter.
Yay!
Very, very excited about that. It's called The Curse of the Dreg'Damor. Martin and I have been writing it for the past year, and we're getting ready to launch that March 18th, but you can follow the page now. You can check out that. So we've actually had people ask us, hey, will you write a module? We'd love to play in this world. So now you will be able to March 18th. So tell your friends, please, please, please. It would mean a lot to us if you would follow that Kickstarter, and also if you would share this content with anyone that you know that would like it. So that would be awesome. Another announcement that I'd like to have is one of our players here has been doing some really amazing things for the gaming community. Martin, would you like to talk about some of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a professor at Valparaiso University in Northwest Indiana. We have a minor in game narrative and design, and officially as of yesterday, we have a Center for Games and Interactive Entertainment. And I was happy to have the Role Seekers there last night to help us cut the ribbon. This will be a place where you can learn, study, and play games of all kinds and learn how to make them. So we will be doing lots of activities and seminars and workshops for how to make games, learning how to play new games, and if you're a teacher or a professor, how to use games in the classroom. So
That's awesome.
really happy about it. I think it's gonna make a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of really great people there, and it was well attended. It was very cool.
Yeah, your students who spoke too did a really good job.
Yeah, I was really proud of them. And I should do a special shout out to Joseph Goodman of Goodman Games, who was our guest of honor.
Yeah.
He made a huge gift of Goodman Game products for the library and has just been a big supporter of the work we do. So it was great to have him in from California.
It was really exciting to meet him. And you got to talk to a lot of gaming honors guys. That was pretty
Oh,
fun, too.
good.
Yeah,
So thank you, Dustin. And thank you, Role Seekers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome stuff.
Congratulations.
I was trying to think, so we haven't played in a little while just because of life, but we do play every other Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time on Tuesdays. This is a rare instance. Dang those conferences popping up. There will be one more of those popping up in March, but otherwise we usually play every other Tuesday, where you can find us here on Twitch or TikTok. So that's a lot of stuff. Let's jump into the game. So it's Tuesday night. Let's roll some dice, everybody.
Right.
I would have, but
Welcome back, everybody. So we're gonna jump back into tonight's game,
Body hurt.
and let me go ahead and start some music.
That'd be bad.
Dustin, I have to go home. Your wife is bullying me.
we're talking about marathons, so I would have, but
Oh yeah. Well.
Ooh, spells.
Brought it on yourself, baby.
Yeah, you did kind of make a big deal of it too.
I was seriously committed
It's never too late.
until it hurt.
It will
until
always hurt.
until I had to do any effort.
It will always
So let's go ahead and jump back into tonight's game, where we've got the heroes have been traveling to a town called Tch'nev. A little background of this: they are on the eastern side of Tyve. Tyve is a land of shadows, where the starving darkness is always looking to swallow the final remnants of light. The closer you get to the Ithelian, the last remnant of the god of light, the stronger the darkness becomes and the more pervasive it engulfs the land. You have traveled now without seeing the sun for, I think it's been several months now, I would say you've been in the world of Tyve. And for some of you, it's been your whole life. You have a small cohort of travelers who have decided to go east, while the rest of your band, led by a woman named I want to say Xander, but that's not right. Cecil. It's Cecil.
It's Sandra.
Sandra.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, God, I was thinking Xanfa. I was like, that's not right at all.
No.
Different character. Xandra, led by Xandra toward the west. She wants to go toward the west. She wants to go toward the Dios Ostium, or the Door of God. You, unfortunately, though, have to go and try to track down one of your companions who was captured by the blood sorcerers of Keph.
It's me.
These things happen.
Hi. I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah. Choices were made. Consequences are rendered. So, with that said, the group has traveled. They traveled into the lands of Keph. The blood sorcerers of Keph have a feudal kingdom. They rule from a large castle to the north. And their feudal society, that is kind of farmlands that sprawl out in the kingdoms of the somber hills, they are inhabited by people who are fearful of their benevolent overlords, who require blood sacrifice in order to protect them from the great chain of the to the great cult of the Iron Chain to the west. You, however, have decided to head toward Tch'nev, outside of the eastern realm of the Somber Hills, toward Dreg'Damor and the lands of the Silent Halls, the lands of the Silent Dead. You believe that going there, this is a place of barbarian mysticism and spirituality, many pilgrimage to the bottom of the Vang'Namar Plateaus, where they make pilgrimage in homage to their great ancestors. However, you wish to go all the way to the Frozen Keep, into the glaciers of the north.
That
need
hit
coats.
just right. We still need coats.
And you need coats in order to get there. So really, the adventure's about
A
coats.
quest for coats.
That is
Longest
what we've
side
been trying-
quest ever.
Can that be the name of this game?
The light of
We need
codes.
codes.
No, a quest for coats.
So that we can save our kidnapped
warmth
comrade.
of-
We're hoping to find the secrets that we need to rescue
Like,
her.
I would have
We're
lived
seekers
if
for
you
the
guys had spent
secrets.
4 weeks getting coats.
So, as you want to head toward Tch'nev, Tch'nev is the second city. It's near the Feroth Forest, and it is south of Eilenar, the last bastion before you reach the Vang'Namar Plateau. You have traveled, and as you've traveled, you reached Wraithen's Hollow, a small town in the middle of this strange canyon-like desert. All around you, you see these large, gargantuan statues of the Keph sorcerers who have been watching you like stone guardians as you cross the deserts into the Feroth forest. And finally, 2 days ago, you crossed what you believe were the final two as they marked the boundaries of the Keph kingdom as you head in towards Tch'nev and the lands ruled by beings you know not of yet. Still, your small band of heroes continues onward, and sky's the limit, you know? Helena's probably fine. It's been a week and a half since you've been captured,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, Whisper's definitely
And
not a
Whisper's
vampire.
totally normal.
And
Yeah,
Whisper's
There's
totally
nothing
normal.
wrong with him.
Fine.
The way you broke that fever was amazing.
Yeah, and Eli
Well, just have
bullied a
natural
child.
stamina.
It's his fault.
Eli bullied like an 18-year-old.
I didn't kill him like Trevor.
Oh, not Trevor.
Not
Bjorn.
me.
Bjorn.
Not me.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Choices have been made.
I'm gonna make some space for myself. As we
You have an alternate game.
tonight's game. So I am gonna do something a little fun, hopefully for our viewers on TikTok and Twitch. So Technomancer, we'll need you to watch the comments on Twitch, and Jamie, go ahead and watch the comments on TikTok.
Just bullshit.
On it.
That spell keeper is a good
what do I do?
You just look good, Martin.
All right.
All right.
You're lucky. That's easy.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to ask 10 questions. We'll try to do these as quickly as we can, so not a lot of deliberating.
Okay.
10 questions. The player who answers first and gets it right gets a point. Whoever has the most points at the end gets an inspiration die.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
so here we go.
that's fun.
10 to 10. Ready? So some of them will be easy, some of them will be hard. Some of you have, advantage because you're married to me. So
I am.
You're married to
you're married to me?
What?
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 What? No. Someone asked, is anyone reading the comments?
I said,
that's funny.
so you have advantage because.
You're married to him.
Okay.
Like I am.
Oh,
That would be.
that was just coincidental.
The dead and buried god of fire and passion.
Afros.
Aphoros, correct.
Well, crap.
Wait, wake me up later.
I see
ready.
I see
I'm
we gotta
warming
go
up.
way back in the
Warming up.
notes.
Okay. A delicacy of Velkamin made from the turning the animal's anus into a stocking. Thank you, Kevin's notes. Pepper heat has a snap to it.
Cactus.
That's close. Oh, that's so close.
Carcass.
No.
Nope. Corcus? Not Corcus.
Nope.
That's a character.
What?
I'm gonna have.
It's a gross thing they
It's
eat.
not.
Caucus.
No.
It is
Haggis.
Not haggis. It's,
not,
like
it's
haggis.
like that though.
Hackus.
Cagus.
That's what I said.
Going once.
Close.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe we're forgetting.
I
this.
was gone that game.
I'm gonna have,
Oh, it's
You
come
guys
up a
been come
lot.
up a lot.
Porpoise.
No, it's. I was.
All right, this one goes to the ether. Cathis.
Hackus.
I was
You were so
Cathis.
close.
very close.
Oh, we were always talking about a person.
The gate leading to the heart of Tyve, sealed 1,200 years ago by Ziltrix and the Siphus Order.
I was about to say
I already
Dios
mentioned it.
Dios Austin?
Dios Ostium.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All right.
I'm just gonna.
A band of elf-like beings who live in a twilight realm.
The Edenari.
The Edenari. Nice job, Jamie. All right, so we're on to question 3. Eli, will you keep track of the questions? I don't want to bother Martin because he's looking so good over there.
Yeah, I can't do any more than
Can't
that.
do anything else.
I'm just a little
right.
puzzled.
All right, gang. This one's a tough one. In Gavra, their government is ruled by 2 houses. The houses of blank and blank.
Oh,
Ledgers.
Ledger and
Oh. I know.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
House.
The houses of ledgers and
you got ledgers. Nice
What's her
job.
name?
Cassiandros.
Cassiandra's the leader of the. She's basically like the executive branch of this.
Okay, so it's not her house.
No.
House Gavra. Ruled by the Marquis Salendra Cassiandros.
Yeah.
House Gavra.
So I'm talking about the parliament. The parliament is ruled by the house of ledgers and.
Oh.
luck.
No, I had all the house. I don't have anything.
House of
written.
Artisans.
Nope.
Well, the house
Oh
of law.
man.
Oh, wait.
Going once.
No. The House of Ledger and the House of the Liege.
The House of Liege. Yes, nice job, Martin. The third final house is the House of Judicars, but they're not the parliament. So they are the.
Do we each
the
get a half a point for
judicators.
that?
Yeah, I guess if you want to. Yeah, that's fine. No,
Do I
because
get, like,
Martin said it.
0.75?
He would have said it all together. Martin gets his point. So.
I don't need your pity.
All right. If you were to take glints and optimize your
Blister.
weapons with it, what is it called?
Glimmer.
Glisten.
Nope. If you were to optimize your weapons and armor with glints,
And
Shine.
it is called.
No.
Shimmer?
No, it's not.
Ooh.
It is.
Shiny.
To Glyven.
Process that's called.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start doing this at the games.
I like this.
Coiden.
Siphus.
No, it's.
Glimmer.
It sounds like.
Glisten.
Yeah. It.
Gluster.
Glamour.
Sounds
Glamoring. Yes.
Oh,
It's called
nice.
glamoring.
Nice. Yes, on YouTube.
It's glamour time.
At
I love
Wolf's
glam
House.
rock.
What question are we on?
5.
This is question 5. Oh, it's going. Who is the first dragon?
Typhoon.
Typhoon. Nice job. Typhoon, the first dragon, created 4,250 years ago. All right. In Nibel, there are 2 moons. Name one of them.
Luna.
That's close.
Lunaris?
Lunaris. Lunaris. Nice. Does anyone know the second? Not for point.
Lunar.
Lunaris and
It is the moon of your backstory.
I know.
That's embarrassing.
I'll probably know.
Lufa.
Sarexis.
Yeah.
I knew it was with
The
an S.
dark moon. In Gavra, there is an establishment of ill repute run by
Madam Iris.
Madam Iris.
Oh.
I think Trevor was first on that
The
one.
Blooming Petal
The blooming.
is the name of
Well,
that.
not anymore.
And the love you
Yeah.
little
It's not
babe.
there anymore.
Took me a second to think of
I
what
was
ill
protecting
repute
her.
meant.
Yeah.
There's so many ill things.
I know. I'm like, what does ill repute mean? And
Finish the sentence.
I'm a good.
Beware the blank.
Dark.
Beware the.
Beware the darkness.
No, it might be too.
Beware
Shadows.
the light of
Beware the
God.
shadows that come from light.
No, we'll skip this one. Doesn't count as a thing. It's too vague, and I can't make it more specific. So that's on me. That's
Beware
me.
the green eyes.
That is it.
Oh.
Beware the green
What?
eyes. Beware the green eyes in the
I haven't
darkness.
said that in 2 years.
But you should still beware them.
Okay, question 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Eli's not doing a good job.
No.
You have one job. Eli.
I was just.
You don't look good, and you can't even count.
I was
What are we doing
distracted.
The archipelago of Tyve is made up of
Crap.
many islands. Name the largest of these
Scarsden.
islands. Scarsden. Scarsden.
Question 8.
Name 4 members of the Shadowed Dawn.
The lion, the raven,
The crow.
No,
The emu.
The ox.
nope.
The coyote.
Phineas Moon.
I don't know if you met all these. It's good. It's good that you're guessing.
lion.
The ram.
The lion and the raven are 2.
I got those.
The pig.
The bat.
The swine.
I don't know if we knew.
I don't think you've met
That-
many
yeah.
of them.
The oxen.
The oculus.
The snake.
The basilisk.
Do they all have crazy names?
Yeah, they do. But
The hawk, the eagle,
Panther.
The rooster.
the python.
the eagle.
The rat.
What? The hawk.
There is no rat. That's a good guess. though.
squirrel.
The rooster.
The bat.
The duckling.
Yeah.
The
Badger,
shadow.
the
platypus.
Wolverine.
The bear.
The griffin.
The bear. There you go.
Good.
There's 4. So Allie did get the most of those. So, all right.
This is our final
9.
question.
9.
9.
I've been doing this one. A creature reminiscent of a cross between a beaver and a squirrel. It's large and fat and tends to live in trees.
Squeaver.
The squealer.
Squeaver.
I remember this stupid shit.
Squeaver.
Squeaver.
Oh, so good.
The Dark Scepter has made its appearance in this game, with its true moniker rather than the Staff of Astarius. The Dark Scepter belongs to 7. They are called the Blank 7.
The unknown.
The siphon.
The
Siphon.
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 No, the
The
no,
tall.
the
Oh my god.
They broke in and
The shattered.
The Shattered 7.
The Shallow-
It sounds like a Western.
Clint Eastwood in
I'm
his
gonna
final
be real
Western
bad.
appearance.
The suffix.
Go ahead, Techno.
Sevian.
Go ahead.
Stygian.
Point to the Technomancer.
I was very
Wow.
close. I was close.
All right.
I knew how it sounded.
I did too. It was on the tip of my tongue.
All right, and final question, even though it's question 11, bonus round. Who was the name of the character Trevor really liked from last game?
Barnabas. Bathius?
Wabash.
What was his full name?
it is Wabash.
Dustin
It is
doesn't know the
Wabash.
name and he needs.
I don't know the name.
He was the captain, right? Or the guard.
Yes, he was.
I think
I
it
don't
was
know.
Wabash.
I don't know his last name, but it's Wabash.
Wabash. Okay, perfect. Thank you. He's not in this game, but I had to know. Okay, gang. Thank you for indulging me. That was fun.
There's some lore.
Yeah, there's some deep lore
Wait, but
in
what
those,
was- what was-
specifically the Squeaver.
What was
And the
Aaron's
stinker
and Whisper's code fake identity names?
It was like
You still don't know.
I know. I need to write that down.
It's like Romulus and Tyrone.
It was something.
So just so if anybody on the Twitch or TikTok's like, well, how come the dungeon master doesn't remember all these NPCs? We have 24 pages of names just from this campaign. So yeah, stick with us. They're gonna all pop back up. Specifically the Squeaver.
and Wabash.
Okay, gang. Let's go ahead and jump in. Thank you for indulging me. That was very fun.
Loved it.
Yeah, I think Kevin would have loved that.
He would have excelled.
He would have just brought out his glossary.
I mean, I could have gotten out his glossary, but I did not.
Okay.
Who won? Did I win?
I don't know. You guys tallied up your own points, right?
No,
got
I thought
3.
you always keeping track of.
No, I was keep
Eli.
track of what number we're on.
You didn't do
keep
very
track of
well.
your own points.
That's
No, I had 3.
I got 1.
2, 3. You think you had 2, right?
I had more than that.
I think Allie probably.
I think I only
I
had 3.
I think I had 3 or 4.
1, 2, 3.
I might have had 7.
The math doesn't make sense on that.
I don't.
It's between I think you 3, right? So
Can I see
guys
the list
decide.
of
It'd be Jamie
questions?
or Allie.
I have it. No. Roll off?
Yeah, roll off.
1,
I-
2, 3, 4,
I want to
5,
know.
6.
I want the questions. I think.
Allie,
we
I don't
won.
have them.
It's between Eli and Allie.
Roll off.
Evens or odds?
BS. I got more than Eli.
You didn't keep count. You don't.
You
know.
didn't tell us to. You should be keeping score.
Goes to Eli.
That's the ether.
Eli gets the inspiration.
Wow. Wow.
Good, because I would have lost that roll off.
Why? What'd you roll?
That one.
Oh, I rolled. And I rolled a 6. And you're gonna give it to Eli. Rude.
Okay.
I feel like I'm being punished by the DM.
Get it out of the way now. Then later,
Yeah, better now than later.
he'll make it up to you.
No, because he can't punish me during game. Because like.
Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and move on into the game. So. The time period of this scene is not known to you. You don't know when this is happening. But in a small barbarian village far to the southeast of Tyve, in the cold night, lightning strikes above the sharp peaks above this small town. An aged warrior who looks grizzled as though he has seen much combat rises from his animal skin bed, walks to an open window and stares out over his people. These are a people that are forlorn and lost, but he also knows that fear strikes deeply into them. He looks back and he hears coughing coming from a small crib. Not a crib, a small bed. Morosely, his shoulders slump. He has sent word to the north and has not heard anything for some time. As he walks out of the cabin, he makes a promise to himself that he will go instead. This character's name is Dyre Nahk'Vosh. And in March, we will follow his journey as we will play The Curse of the Dreg'Damor.
Yay!
So, that will be what we will do. So, March 18th, letting you guys all know this now, we will make characters. So, on that day, we'll actually run the module. So, those of you who have never played it will actually get to play it. So, and that's the day of the launch. So, just letting you all know that now. Build some
Awesome.
hype. So, okay. Meanwhile, though, on another side of Tyve, you have just come over the mountains of you've just come through the forest of the Fairrock Forest to the King's Road. Nope, that is not right. Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
You've traveled for some time, and the further that you head to the east, the northeast of Tyve, the colder it gets. Unfortunately, you don't have coats, so it's getting quite cold. But not so much that it's unbearable. Each night you spend in the tiny hut that your cleric makes for you. And each night you get closer to your final destination. Let's go ahead and take inventory real quick of all of the NPCs that we currently have with us.
Ned.
Correct?
Silas.
Yep.
And
This is more for
Rue,
you guys
too.
than- yeah.
Is Marek with us?
Mark
Marek
and Rue both
and
go.
Rue.
Both of them. And then what is her name from the?
You, whoever you're playing.
And then the elfin.
yeah,
from-
the elven.
Oh. At the Anari girl.
Yeah, she's from the Ednari. So I think that's it. Alendra, Ned,
Silas.
Marek,
Marek.
and Rue.
Yep.
We're like, poo.
Good one.
Thank you.
So as you head over the through the forest, heading down, in the distance, probably about a day's walk away, you see a small stone fort. It does look like there are houses. Perhaps this is a small village, but what you definitely see is in the center, almost like a medieval, think Spanish medieval church. There is a large fortress built into the center. This fortress looks like it could double as a church. It looks like there would be several rooms, but this is not like a keep. It looks more like a monastery that was built around, Spain used to do this a lot. It would be like a central barracks for the small town. On the outskirts of this, there is a stone wall. The stone wall is fairly kept, and it does go pretty high into the town. This is quite a ways off. You all feel tired. You've been walking for days. You do not feel any ill effects from this ailment that you have overcome suspiciously. As you head down the hinterlands, you go through winding paths. This is not steep. You are still following a rather unkept road. But something feels lighter. It almost feels like eyes have left your back, as though they can no longer see beyond the boundary into Tch'nev.
Except through Whisper's eyes.
And also, you don't know why that is. You would think that the Keph sorcerers, but you feel lighter. As you're walking through the hinterlands, it's almost like you've crossed an imaginary threshold. And the light here, while not brighter necessarily from the radiance of the sun, is brighter from the snow that is falling. As the white snow covers the land, it is almost as though the sun far above the clouds of Tyve is reflecting down into it, covering the land in a white that is rarely seen in Tyve.
Question: would there be snow where I'm from? Ever?
Never.
Never.
Is this,
But it looks like ash. Ash sometimes falls where you're from.
is this your first snowfall?
Yeah, it would. Be.
Hellfire, brimstone. Well, you've seen, you went up the mountain, the Triune Mountains. There was snow.
Was there snow up there?
Oh.
You mentioned that the road was unkept. Signs of traffic?
Yeah, survival, please. That'd be
Okay.
great. First roll of
Here we
game
go.
35.
19!
So, no. It doesn't look like there's much signs of people coming this way. So, likely, you would surmise from your 19 roll, this fortress is at the boundary. Tch'nev is the fortress guarding this boundary.
Well, we kind of know that because when we ran into them, the sorcerers, they kind of told us make sure you come back.
Right, so how are we going to play this? Are we going to walk up there, or we think they're going to be suspicious of us because we're coming from Keph? I don't get the feeling they get a lot of visitors from this side.
Yeah, but why? 'Cause it just feels less dreadful now.
Oh, I know, but we're just going to walk in and say, hello, we're just passing through from Keph.
We need a coat.
Yeah, that is right. It's cold. And my feet are getting wet. We need boots too, like good boots.
I look down. I'm wearing boots.
What? But do they have like the fur inside? Like you need the fur to keep them warm.
And a nice hat would be nice.
Right.
What you need, Whisper, is some muscle. Muscle keeps you warm.
Silas, I keep on my muscle right up here. This is my biggest muscle. It's not a word. Right up here. Okay.
Yep.
I bet it's rock hard.
Oh, it said not a word. It's my brain. Yes. Right. So are we just gonna walk in?
I mean,
What's our story?
I mean,
that we need a coat.
All right. We're just here to
And, well, why don't you just say that we're going to see your ancestors and we need coats?
You hired us to help you get to the plateau for your journey,
I don't.
your pilgrimage.
That could work.
I mean, sure, but I think we're an odd enough group that we don't have. I think we'll be fairly believable when we tell them that we're not loyal to Keph.
That's right. We've had nothing to do with those people.
Except for, like, that whole
No,
thing you
nothing.
just
I've had
did.
nothing to
Yeah,
do
we
with
should
them.
not talk about.
I'll put my cloak
That-
up
You,
like
you
this.
can both just say you're on a journey and we're just we're helping.
Thank you for including.
I'll disappear. You won't even see me.
Yeah, you probably seem to maybe know more than him.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad someone was going to include me in the journey.
I mean, you're here.
For the record, you did stab me. Like, repeatedly stabbed me.
I cured you.
She was trying to help.
Look at you. You are fine now.
To be fair, we do have 2 barbarians that we could.
Really? It's like, we're like a... We're almost
Do you
like a-
hear that, Bjorn? 2 barbarians.
We're practically a clan.
Remember when you didn't tell her when we were walking? Like you said you were gonna tell her stuff and you didn't?
We've been walking for days. I
You-
think at this point.
Yeah, but like,
No,
you
I
are not gonna
refuse to
live
hear
that
anything
down.
that you have to tell me.
You also
Why
didn't-
do you keep getting more hostile? We haven't played in months.
You also
I'm
haven't
storing it up for you, man.
Yeah. This resentment has been building for 6 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
I am very big on first impressions.
You also never taught
Well,
us
our
proper
first impression
common.
of you was taking us to get
We did practice a lot of that.
to be sacrificed.
I
Not
tried
taking.
to save you.
You did.
It's like,
She's got a point. She
it's
did.
like teaching a
Just-
dog how to
Just add her to the list.
All
of
right.
people
So it
this
sounds
party
like we're
who
going to
don't
have a
like me.
really clear story, which is just nothing.
That's what I gathered. I thought it sounds like we're going to go in and say, "Hey, we need coats. We have nothing to do with Keph."
If the people
Probably will
here,
work.
I mean, that's
no, no,
true.
no, no. If the people here are true to the pilgrimage, like they used to be, they will respect the fact that we are on our journey.
So these people don't
She
give
knows more than
blood sacrifices to Keph. So
No.
are they loyal to the chain?
No.
I feel like
No,
we're like
because
a
the chain-
neutral
the-
party.
The chain is fearful of Keph, so they wouldn't pass through the Keph's territory. to
But
get
this,
to
we're
this
not
point.
in Keph territory.
But it's all the way on
anymore.
the other side.
It's on the opposite side,
So this is like probably maybe like the best people we're gonna meet.
probably.
And it should still be spiritual land. They should
I think
still
that you
res-
two should just take the lead.
I would love to share that with you.
Because I'm freaking freezing.
Let's go get you. a
All
coat.
right, let's go.
You do know a lot about it. My people didn't tell me that much about it, so as much as I
Okay.
don't want to pass down the lead, maybe you should take it.
As we keep moving towards the chapel, the town, I'd like to fill her in on some of the details of like the pilgrimage that I know. I still wouldn't know a ton.
What do you know?
Okay, so what we've talked about, how the Dreg'Damor, they were a barbarian clan that they were very close with death and worshiping ancestors, and the biggest thing is it's said that by going here on this pilgrimage you can speak or get messages from your ancestors.
I think that's all we need to tell. Like we're going to commune with
So,
the
I
ancestors.
think that's most of the details that we went over. Anything more than that, I don't think we.
Would divulge?
No, I think I'd definitely share it with her, but any additional details beyond that as a player, I'm not 100% on.
Then enough to go off? Feel good? All right, so you travel for about half a day down the mountain. That sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
The winter wizard.
At about midday, a little after, you reach the boundaries of the fort. From this vantage, you notice that the walls of the fort go high up. They are far higher than you thought from up above. These walls are 15, 20 feet high. They're well made. But you do not see guards posted at the towers. Two very large wooden doors with rivets on them bar your way forward, and the walls of the town stretch out in either direction until they are met with the scrawny trees of the hinterlands. You hear no bells or commotion on the inside of the town.
Do we see smoke rising from fires?
You do not.
Do we hear anything coming from inside?
Perception check.
22.
So you do not. You hear the creak of wood, kind of like rafters.
But this is like a
moving.
big fortress, right?
It's a big fortress.
It's really weird that like there's no commotion. Like really weird.
They could be praying to their ancestors.
The whole town at once. Be quiet.
It might be a ceremonial.
You said 50. So I sort of look up. Well, that wall's a little higher than I like. You know, I used to like climbing walls,
Yours
but
two-story.
I know I'm a second story
man.
man, but now I just hate climbing. But I could try and maybe just like peek my head over the wall and see what's what.
What time of day is it?
It's about 2 o'clock.
I mean,
It's at a knock on the door, so I feel.
Wait, Bjorn, do you know of any ceremonial prayers could they be partaking in at this time of day?
I think we're being rather presumptuous that these are barbarians. I mean, look at the structure. It looks very advanced.
I'm sorry, but are you making fun of the way my people...
hold on.
Yes, you lived in caves with, like...
Fish weapons.
Yes, absolutely.
I have an idea.
Just because we are barbarian does not mean that we are barbaric.
I think it implies as such.
I have an
We
idea.
can be civilized.
Yes, we have a civilized conversation.
Aaron.
There's always one.
Okay, as you guys are fighting, I decide I'm going to try to
Always one.
thus as everyone's fighting, I'm going to just try to see if I'm able to cast thaumaturgy. I'm just gonna try to make like a very quiet boom, but I can only do this if there's like so many living creatures with
How
it.
many?
This one is 25 plus.
There is no boom.
So there is not there's definitely not more than 25 people within like 300-ish feet of us, because I can only cast this when I can pull off their life force, and I cannot.
All right, look. Why not I'll just try this. I'm walking up to the front door. You said there are two big doors. Can I move one?
Strength check. They're very heavy.
All right, that's not a good thing.
You're pretty strong.
Do you
I'm
want
pretty
me
strong,
to
but-
help you?
Oh, wait a second. How about a 21?
So you just give it all you've got, you know.
And I don't want to open it wide. I'm just trying to like get enough so I can peek.
It opens.
Okay. What can I see?
So on the inside, you see that there are wooden, like log cabin-like homes. It looks very feudal in design. There are a few two-story buildings. Everything looks as though it's been cut from the winter greens around the area. The town's fairly large. As you kind of peek your head in, you notice that there's a long main drag. You see that there are shops and things that would be set up, and they lead straight down to a large fountain, and then beyond that is the keep that sits in the center of the town. You do not see anyone, and you notice that the buildings on the outskirts of the town look more decrepit than the ones on the interior.
Is everyone dead?
Yeah, do I see bodies lying on the
You do
ground?
not see any bodies.
And the decrepit buildings near to me, do I see doors smashed in?
No signs of conflict.
I don't see anybody around. I don't see fires. I don't see bodies.
Well, just open the door. Let's just go.
All right, well, I could probably use a hand then now.
I can help you.
Thank you. So we'll all push together to get a door open wide enough for us to enter.
Perfect. So as you open the door fully opens, and you do see an arrow fire from the main keep.
Oh,
And it lands. Oh,
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, can I dexterity like push us out of the way?
sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
please do.
Okay. No,
Did you push me into the way?
probably
Just push you down.
What'd you roll?
a 2. 5.
So you tackle into the people, and you all fall like face first, and the arrow fires right in front of your face, like a warning shot.
Okay. It was from the keep.
Was from the keep.
How far away is the keep? 100?
Like, this is an incredibly impressive shot.
Yeah.
The longbow can't shoot like this far with accuracy. I think the keep's probably 300 feet.
I'm gonna go ahead and to the front of the group and raise my hands up as high as I can.
I'm a bear.
Like no weapons, no trying to show like surrender or peace or.
So as you do this on one of the there are 4 is it parapets? Like
Parapets.
there are four parapets, and one of them ignites. You see a fire ignite on one of the parapets, like a signal fire.
The beacons of Tch'nev.
Shout.
Tch'nev calls for aid.
Tell him a favor. Tell him
Raven's
a friendly.
Hollow will come.
They're far away.
You can shout 3 on feet.
Is that the rule?
I don't know.
Oh,
Just shout.
You're loud, Bjorn.
Okay, as loud as I possibly can, I shout, we come in peace. We are just travelers on our way through.
Bjorn,
As loud as I can.
you are a barbarian. Do your Sigma. And I'm going to do our. What is my clan?
Ilfrins.
Alfred.
What is the Ilfrin?
I don't know.
Make it
you're,
up.
You're doing it.
Okay. We're fish, so I'm gonna go of the waves because we are
Wow.
fish people.
And she's doing that, and I'll, for the Great Ursanon.
That's all you got?
And then back up. Hopefully these people are still barbarians.
Okay. So that's.
I don't think they are.
So you do that. There is no response.
I mean, can we just walk over to where that shot came from?
Yeah.
Well, but we get closer, they might get more accurate.
I mean, there's plenty
that's
of buildings
okay.
that we
Just
can
have the
like
wizard
sneak
shoot them
through.
with fire.
I'll go ahead and lean from the front. Let's move up slowly.
Hands
No
up.
weapons. Hands up. Maybe we can get somebody
You
to
make
talk
about
to us.
10 feet, and another arrow fires right at your feet.
Oh, what do you want?
Right. I'm looking
Okay.
around. Anything that looks like a coat store.
Yeah. Let me do a perception
We'll
check.
just take our coats and go.
I'd like to do a perception check because I feel like they would have a spotter out here near us.
Maybe somebody ignited the. Did it seem like magical fire or just like?
No, you see
regular
there are
fire?
woods.
Okay.
like,
Was it
stuff.
hang out? So was it like the outer wall, like towers, parapets, or was it in at like the barracks?
The barracks.
The parapet.
Oh, okay,
okay.
it's in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
So it's the highest point in the
Perception
town.
check. So,
Yeah, there are
17.
little shops around there.
So you don't see a spotter. You so whoever's up there must be eagle-eyed, but they're firing at you. They would like you to
They're not
stop.
trying to hit. Okay, well,
Okay.
they
So-
want us to stop. They could come. and
Normandy,
talk to us.
can you talk to them from a distance, or can you like, message them with your
Well,
magics?
You know, people get weird around in Tyve about magic.
Oh, that's right. That's a good point.
You've been around us too.
Yeah.
So-
I'll just take it for granted now. What with my own powers too.
I know.
All right. So I'm gonna keep facing that person with my hands up. I'm gonna like not whisper to you guys, but we have 2 options. We could run straight, or use the buildings as cover to try to get close and talk to them.
Like, why don't they come out? This is a weird town.
They
There's no one
probably,
out here.
they probably think
Look
we're
at the
dangerous.
Well,
market.
they've got to
Where
be
are we gonna get the goats?
They've got to be scared. They must be really scared.
Exactly. So we need to be able to talk to them.
And I feel like if we just run at them, that'll be like
So then,
attack. So we walk
west.
through the town.
We are here for the pilgrimage.
Any response?
Hey. Oh. Hi.
Oh, God.
Oh.
That's what I said.
Oh. You hear it coming from behind you.
I turn around.
I will take my great axe, begin to hit it the hilt to the ground at the same beat that they're.
Do I see anyone coming from behind me?
So as you turn behind, coming from out of the woods, you see about 20 what look like the armor, while looking pretty nice, it also looks dented and old, unkept. You see gray knights coming out of the forest from behind you. So there look to be about 20 of them. Some of them are dressed in full armor, the dented armor. You also see others that are carrying, like, they're in furs and like vests, leather vestments, and they're carrying bows. And
They look warm.
they look warm.
do they seem? I guess I'm looking at you, Bjorn. So they don't look like the cult of the Iron Chain.
They do not,
No.
and they do not look like barbarians.
Okay.
They look
So-
like
They look-
knights.
They
And
look warm.
do they look like the knights who are taking the sacrifices up to Keph?
No,
How many
you've
of
not
them are
seen
there?
them before. There are about 20 of them.
Do they look lifeless like the one scary paladin
No,
things?
no, they seem like they're full, rosy colored, but they look upset. You notice that these are they look battle worn. One of the ones who is not wearing the armor, he has a scar going down his face, big red bushy beard, full vestment of leather, and they are all about, I'm gonna say 150 feet from you, but they are all kind of like, they're trying to be intimidating, like, hi, ho,
So they know we're there.
ho.
Do you think they're putting
Yeah.
on? Do we feel like
Get up.
they're putting on the show for us?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What?
Get.
Can we ever go
Come with
anywhere
me.
that's just like functioning?
Probably not in Tyve.
What?
Come with me.
Okay.
Stay here.
All right, you got
So
it.
I would like to lead Kiara, and I'd like to come straight up to the group.
Okay, so you walk out. They're approaching from you. As they continue to approach, you will count as you're walking near the one. You count 32,
Close the door.
and you notice that in the far behind them, you see that 4 of them are carrying this huge beast on sticks.
Can I
It's
tell
dead.
what type of animal it is?
Knowledge nature.
Is it a bear?
Is it 17 plus.
It's a bear.
proficiency.
Yeah. You failed to kill that.
It's a bear. The one that is got the scar. He approaches you with he has a long bow, and he's holding it with one hand, and he slowly walks towards you. What brings you to Tch'nev, friends?
My name is Bjorn, a former chief of Norn. This is Kiara. We are travelers looking to complete the pilgrimage to the Vang'Namar Plateau.
He looks behind him, and you see one of the knights in chainmail reaches down, and he grabs the snow where your footprints have been, and he just kind of nods. And then the guy looks back at you. And you've come from the west.
Yes.
He kind of looks over, tries to look at your group, and he looks deeply at you.
I have my cloak on for sure.
Do any of you show signs of illness?
Absolutely not.
Would you swear it?
I would.
This is a holy place. We wouldn't bring illness somewhere.
Holy. Maybe once, but not in a long time. We haven't seen your kind cross through from the west in what feels like an age.
Over 25 years, I would assume.
Since the bridge. Since the collapse of common sense. If you are truly on your pilgrimage, you are welcome in Tch'nev, though you will find our hospitality not as great as it once was. My name is Elos, of the Knights. Of Ithelias.
Have we heard that name before?
What is it?
Ithelias?
Ithelias?
Does that sound like it's related to Ithelian? Okay.
It's IAS, Ithelias. The Grey Knight of Ithelias.
The only
He turns back to his men. They are travelers from the west, and you hear a couple of laughs. Are they marked for death? We'll see, and time will tell. Bring the meat. And they start walking toward the keep. And the one who has the bow with one hand, he hits the door, and he just kind of pushes it, and one of the other knights comes up, and they push the door open, and then they start walking in. And they look beat up. They look like they've been out for a while. It seems like this is a hunting party. You see that he brings out some type of metal, and he flashes it toward up like some type of light, and then he continues to walk forward.
Can we fall in behind
Sure.
them? Okay. And as we're walking, I'm kind of
But
looking
there's no,
each
like,
side to see if
civilians.
any of these buildings are inhabited out on our way.
You do not see that they are.
And not just uninhabited, do they look emptied? Like people like packed everything up and took it into the keep
Yep.
or something? Okay.
Elos, where have your people gone?
Those smart enough to leave tried to make it to the archipelagos. I do not know where they are now. It's been generations. 25 years is a long time for my order. And we are dwindling.
Are there any women in this group?
You can't tell. If
Is
they
there
are,
all
they're wearing
mass?
armors.
And they're wearing like full.
They're wearing closed helmets, so they're the ones
Okay.
that like look sharp.
What do they mean? I'm like behind Bjorn. What do they mean? Tried to make it to the archipelagos.
Well, they would have had to
Landward.
make it through the plague and the chain and all else to try to cross the bridge before it was destroyed. There were a lot of obstacles for them to try to escape the mainland. And that's if they even got there, if Gavr let them live.
So they might have been
So
fleeing
did the
plague.
plague take these people? What sickness are they talking about? Like the Keph one or the plague? I'm like whispering to Bjorn. Yeah.
Well, once they would have crossed through the lands of Keph, they would have had to deal with the plague and the iron chain.
But do you think they're worried about us having the plague or the Keph thing?
I would assume the Keph, any sort of Keph illness.
So like, everyone says the mainland's full of the plague, but like I haven't really seen it.
No, we haven't. And
Weird.
that
It's
almost
almost like it's a lie.
that almost terrifies me more.
Yeah, like it's almost like
Maybe-
it's not real.
Maybe the chain was successful in suppressing the plague.
Maybe they made it up.
You saw it.
No, the plague was very real. Maybe it burned itself out.
Elos, I know that hospitality cannot be what it once was, but do you have any gear that we can buy from you? Such as coats.
Asking the real
You are not well equipped for this climate. Follow us to the keep. I'm sure our Knight Reverend will want to meet you. It's been so long since anyone has crossed into our lands from the west. With the bridge destroyed and avenues here suppressed, we have become quiet. If we have anything, it'll be in our quartermaster's chambers.
When you had said that it had been a long time since people came from the west, did you have visitors come from other directions?
Some would come from the south, to the stones of the old gods. It's where many of our people fled,
To the old bridge.
but that was years ago.
Are there no like?
I was a young
trails?
man then. You continue walking toward the keep. You come to a statue, and you notice that the statue is of what looks like some of the art. So while the armor of these people looks dented, worn, you can't see their majesty. You see that they're wearing white cloaks that look more like they are dark gray by grime and dirt, tattered. The tabards they wear underneath their armor look as though they are bundled up for warmth rather than for regality. However, when you reach the fountain, even though it's somewhat eroded, you notice that it has a knight with the closed helmet with a great sword stabbing down on some kind of beast. And you can gather from looking at it that there is some type of reverence here. They look like Knights Templar. At least the statue does. But as you look around at the rest of the group, they do not look like the
They're
statue.
like a faded shadow. Of
Yes.
Kind of thing. Do they all sort of acknowledge the statue? Does the statue seem important to them?
They don't seem to
currently?
bow
No?
to it or
Okay.
anything. Maybe it is in their hearts, but you wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay.
As you near the keep, the door is open, and you see, dressed in black cloak and dagger-like outfit, catches some of your eye, if you wish it to. But you notice that there is I'm going to say a 22-year-old something young woman. Her eyes have been darkened as though so she can see better, and she is holding a longbow, but it looks as though it's been modified somehow. She has short, kind of like bobbed black hair, and while she looks squirrely, she also looks as though like her focus is sharp. She's looking at Elos.
Does she look human?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elos, you're at the signal fire. She just kind of nods. They had come in before we even knew they were upon us.
Don't lock the door.
It's been years since anyone's come. It's not your fault. You did what you were supposed to. We saw your flame and we returned. These are our friends from the west. I'm sure Caleb will want to see them. Of course. Come in.
I'm gonna flash a little thieves' cant. Does she seem to notice?
She does. She responds.
Okay.
What do you say?
We mean you no harm. We are on an important journey, and we need supplies to get to the plateau. But we come in peace.
Basically what she responds with, based on what you can make it out, it's not quite as fluent as yours, but she is cocky, and she basically says, I don't care what you mean. You wouldn't have harmed me anyways.
And I say, that's true.
Is she pretty?
Yeah?
I'm a young man, but my heart belongs to Lily.
I know, but like, I'm.
Bjorn is single. And old.
You're not
Half your age plus 7.
I'm old.
You're
How
like
old am I?
hundreds?
95.
Okay.
No, I'm.
Yeah, she has kind of like
Sure.
bird features, if that makes sense. Like her bone structure, her nose, they're all very sharp.
The raven.
Oh. So okay. What I'll flash back. What happened here?
She, almost as though she's done with the conversation, she says time, and then she walks in.
Okay.
But she does answer you. That's her
Yeah,
answer.
okay.
Time.
That was weird.
I could talk to her. I feel like I made a connection.
She's your new Lily.
Well, We need
Let's take it one step at a time.
It's always good to make friends in
Oh,
new
just
places.
right. And she speaks my language, and I'm not talking metaphorically.
Dibs.
I mean, literally my language.
There he is.
Let's just see if we can get some coats, right?
Does Lily have friends?
Oh, I mean, she's got friends.
They're probably dead
Have you
though.
made any of them up? Like, are they in your backstory?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
So as you walk into the keep, you walk into a very, I'm pulling from some references, but it has a very Witcher-esque vibe. The great fort. So the fort is barren mostly. There is a grand fire burning in the center of the keep that you didn't see from the outside. You notice that there are tabards of what looks like knights against chalices. So like there's two swords and then there's like a chalice, as though the swords are against the chalice, and the chalice looks to be they're pretty faded, and you can't tell if the chalice is spilling light or darkness.
Oh God.
So
Is
as
it like the chalice in the Dreg'Damor?
I don't know what you're talking about. So as you walk in, you notice that sitting at this large chair in front of the fire, you notice that there is the white cape that looks like it's very well kept, and it's behind the chair, and it goes down like a red carpet kind of going down, but you can't see the person sitting in it. This woman, who you don't know her name, she does walk up and she whispers something, and with a groan, with a heavy groan, a large but frail-looking older gentleman comes. He still looks as though he is like he's fit, he's toned, and he is wearing like a cut-off vest. He has a well-kept white scruffed beard. He kind of looks like boxer Santa Claus is what he kind of looks like. So
You've just literally described me.
yeah, 100%.
I'm like looking in the mirror.
So he has his hair is short. I mean, he looks like he's
Like
a
Martin?
knight. Yeah, 100%. Like Martin. Like Martin with the Instagram filter on.
Oh man.
So he walks forward, and he is like with his hand on a great sword scabbard. So he's holding the scabbard, it's not attached to him. He's just holding it, and he walks towards you. This guy looks like he's probably 60 plus, maybe early 70s. But honestly, like just scanning him over, you think he would probably fight like a 45-year-old. So he walks forward, and as he does, he just keeps the blade in his hand as though he's ready to pull it. My name is Calum Del Mortes. I am the reverend of these knights.
Okay.
Reverend with a D.
Reverend. Hello, Calum. My name is Bjorn, former chief of the barbarians of Norn. These are my friends. Kiara is a barbarian from the sea, and we are simply looking to complete our pilgrimage to the plateau.
Norn. How fares blessed Norn?
How fair is Blessed Norn?
How fares blessed Norn?
Bjorn fell over 25 years ago.
That you hail from it?
There is a very small percentage of my people who were able to escape, both from the chain and the plague.
Where are they now?
Somehow, we made it past the bridge before the collapse and was able to convince the government of Gavra to allow us to shelter on the island.
But you did not make it.
I made my way back.
You, as you say this, you see a couple of the knights behind him just like, back. Like they just kind of whisper amongst themselves. He lifts the blade like almost horizontal, but you know it takes some strength, and one of the other knights comes and takes it. He walks another step forward. Back.
The rest of the people who fled from Norn stayed. I came back because there was a legend of a flower, medicinal purposes for my sick niece. Once we made it to the archipelago, I gave up my title as chief, which was uncommon, and spent the last 25 years almost as like an advisor. And through a series of events, I've met everybody here, and we're now going to the plateau to hopefully seek guidance from our ancestors.
You're all from the mainland. Past the mainland. The archipelagos. And Magda Naba. How fares she?
She's doing well.
Still alive?
Hopefully. It's been a while.
Unnatural. Welcome, friends. You bring us a glimmer of hope. My order has shrunk, as you can see, but we have guarded these lands for millennia. We are the Grey Knights of Ithelias, first mortal men to take the knee to Sethis, goddess of twilight. And as our progeny stayed on the mainlands of Tyve, we saw both her fall and the extinction of this land. We retain what memories we have through the Tome of Stars. And we welcome you for as long as you'd like to stay. I believe we should not waste the wood of the signal fire. So we shall cook some of this Ursinon, pardon to your people. But meat is scarce in these lands, and a barbarian has not laid claim to them for a very long time. You have met my son, Elos. Obviously, he vouches for you. As do I. He kind of slouches finally, kind of letting some of the imposed strength leave him. The archipelagos. And there's hope for some of our people. What do you do?
When I hear him acting, like, seeming like he's welcoming us, I'd like to move closer to the fire and, like, putting my hands out, like. And I'm looking around for that hawk-faced woman. Is she around?
She's not in the room.
Okay, all right.
I just want to look around and see, are there any of the people in the keep have their helmets off?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to gauge, like, general I want to see what their reaction is to like all of us being here.
Some of them, once Calum welcomes you, a lot of them just kind of almost ignore you. Like you see some of them going over to tables set up against the walls, and they're pulling their helmets off, and you see that they're drenched in sweat, even though they've been out in the cold. And as they set it down, these are tired people. They've been out hunting, but more than that, it looks as though their spirit is slightly broken. Some of the ones that you saw that whispered them from the mainland returned back. Like you see that they're still conversing, and you can't tell whether or not they believe you, are skeptical, or perhaps excited that you're here.
Are there women who are soldiers too?
Yep.
Like, so it seemed like all of their people kind of work like hunting
Here now, yeah.
Yeah, like
because there's not many of them.
do we see, so
Are there
no,
children?
or servants or anyone? No, just this sort of
This
soldiers,
order.
the knights.
Barbarians are a very strong and hearty breed. If they set their eyes to a destination, I'm sure they were able to make it.
We are not barbarians. Nomads, sure. But we are guided. Purpose. Freedom is not in our vernacular.
You heard our friend Bjorn. We need to get to the plateau. Like, have you ever travelled up there? We know we need. Oh, I know we need coats, but like, what else can you tell us about the region? What should we watch out for?
North of this place, there is a town called Eilenar. Brigands and madmen live there under the looming darkness of the glacier. Paranoia is rampant in that place. We trade with them often as our provisions are meager. We are still quite handy with hammer and anvil, though our work goes now for food rather than for maintenance. You will find warm clothing there, I have no doubt, though we will give you enough to make it to Eilenar. Past Eilenar I forbid my people to go, for while you may very well speak to your ancestors, you will find nothing but deafening silence and the dead atop those peaks.
Kind of sounds like a nice change. I would go up to Kevin, even though he's like, you think maybe you should like make these people some food too, like you did last time?
Kevin just kind of shrugs, like he's not really paying attention.
Every time.
But they do have the bear.
So these people don't probably seem like magic using people.
Not that you can tell.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
They took down an Ursuline.
That's
I mean, you failed to do that back on the archipelagos.
that's not the Ursuline.
Not the.
Not the Ursuline. It's a very large.
Is it an Ursinon? Is Ursinon like synonymous with bear?
Ursuline is the largest bear that you can
I
never
thought that
kill.
was the Great Ursinon. Ursinon does mean bear.
That's the Great
So does
Ursinon.
Bjorn.
I thought Ursine meant bear.
No, that's a Pokemon.
But no, it tastes. All I want to know is it tastes good.
It should.
All
Well,
right,
actually, I heard that you need to cook bear to a certain temperature.
Typically, you need to cook all meat.
No,
Serpents.
but bears have tapeworms in them.
So, anyways,
Or you need to freeze it, Colton.
is it Calum or Kellum? Calum?
I feel like
Calum,
guys
would
know
you
that name.
care to share a drink from my people?
I will not pass down an offer for a drink.
So I'd like to maybe take him back to like his chair.
Sure.
And I'll pour him some of my. It'd probably be the last of it. It'd be, I think, fire brew. Hang on. There it is. Nornian blood. So that's probably the last of it.
Do you have enough for you two?
I would say so. I haven't drinking it.
Okay,
that
so
much.
he pours 2 glasses. He doesn't sit in his chair. It seems to pop. He brings you over to one of the
Oh, great.
normal tables. To your adventure.
To the safety of your people.
You'll click your glass. Welcome. He drinks it. He slugs it down, and then just like super stoically. I'm just kidding. It's very strong.
Nice.
It is, and I've saved it for occasions such as this.
Well,
How do you know Vang'Namar? That's incredible.
I was a captain when your people passed through. Magda talked to the old reverend, asked for your people to stay. I did not remember recalling you. I think that you and your party went on, scouting ahead. But we made provisions for them, and there was something about Magda. Come to think of it, I believe she said that one day I would meet one of her kind again. No, that cannot be.
Who was the old reverend? Bjorn, do you know him?
Would I? No, because I would have been in the scouting party, keeping people
Maybe
safe.
you had heard of them.
History to see if Magda would have mentioned it to me.
She would not have.
Okay. With Magda, she's called the mother of mothers for a reason, and she is wise beyond her years, as old as she already is.
I believe she is touched.
Wouldn't surprise me, but she's never told me otherwise.
Thank you for the drink. I need to check on my men.
Absolutely. Hope you know. By the way, that's not the Ursinon. My people hunted it for years.
He just kind of looks back at you. I meant no disrespect.
Question: is there? So in Gavra, like glints lit up a lot of things. Are there glints here? Like, do glints seem to
Just
light up
fire
anything, or do
torch.
they not need it because they're so close to the?
They're not
Affiliate.
using him.
Yeah.
You're not sure if they need him or not. Maybe they don't mind him. You don't know.
Can't even get
Yeah,
their
like
hands
have
on
we
them.
seen any glints really here? No,
I
it's-
don't know. You haven't seen any glints in the mainland.
and people seem to actually be using gold here. Like nobody's like paying for things with glints.
It's true.
So I just wanted to bring that up to them.
I'm surprised there's anybody even alive on the mainland.
Right. I was
So-
expecting to be a death.
I bet you that the glister hasn't gotten bad here. It
Chances.
doesn't seem like they're like real obsessed with glints here.
Yeah.
So, like, do you think we could stay the night here, get some supplies, and then like leave in the morning?
I think we could absolutely do that.
I mean, Helen is waiting for us. Helena's waiting for us.
Jensen waiting.
How much further until the town of crazy people?
That madman.
I wouldn't know. This is where we would have changed
Oh
directions.
yeah, he didn't say. He just said further north, right? Yeah.
Do you know how much
But
further
they
north?
trade,
like
so it
the-
can-
I would
Too
have
far.
no idea.
You have no clue how much further we have
No,
to
so
go.
this is where we
So
turn
we
to
should
head
ask.
towards the peninsula.
Yeah.
But you looked on the map, right?
So this is.
We're in Tch'nev.
Yep, and then we took a hard right from there down the
You did.
peninsula.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we need to go where?
Is it?
Ailenar.
Aenar. Okay. That's the town.
Day or two.
There.
Probably 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then how far is the plateau from there?
It's right at the edge of the plateau.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right at the base.
Okay.
Okay.
So we don't
Base camp.
we don't have that much further to go.
2 or 3 days.
Mount Everest?
You're Mount Everest.
Thank you.
Do we need to get any more information, or should we just like lay low and get some stuff.
I feel like maybe we should like count on blessings and keep it kind of on the down
Yeah,
low.
can you believe that they actually said the words like friends and hope, and you can stay here like all in the same conversation to us?
Right, it doesn't happen very often.
Like never. I don't know if it's ever happened.
This is one of those rare circumstances where the truth worked out.
That's right. I think we should be sure not to learn any lesson from that.
I think it's a fluke, honestly.
Right.
Well, the entire time Bjorn was talking, I was like, stop it. But he
I
seemed
know,
to...
and then it didn't like backfire.
Surprising.
Does anyone play music here? Like, does anyone seem to be like playing music, or like, are they playing games? Or are they just eating? Like,
Just eating,
Eating, talking.
They might play some games, but they're not, gamers.
Is it seem like there's someone we could ask like to where we would stay?
Sure.
So
So you just walk up to one of the guards. He just kind of, he's sitting there. He's waiting for food. As he walks up, what can I do you for?
Is there a place where we could like put our bags down and like, take a load off? I think we'd like to stay the night before we continue our journey tomorrow.
By all means, any of the towns outside that aren't inhabited, you can make use of.
what happened to all the? Why are there so many empty houses?
It's nothing ill if that's what you're looking for. People simply moved on. We were not all part of the Order, and those who did not swear fealty to Phaedras and the Tome of Stars, they moved on.
Those Phaedras.
Oh, I'm sorry, she is the goddess of stars, of starlight.
I thought you guys said you followed Sethis.
Sethis has been gone for a very long time.
We saw a statue out in the courtyard in the fountain. Who was that?
That is one of our original Primarchs. It is said that he stood with an ancient people in a war of fire and fang.
Oh, what is his name?
John.
We'd simply call him the Primarch.
What ancient people, just like old people, or like a different people?
I've always been rather curious about that as well. Our scriptures seem to not speak of it at all. Almost like it was erased from the pages.
Interesting.
Well, we are grateful for your hospitality.
We are grateful for news of the mainland. Some of us had loved ones who left, sent away by us. Did not want them to dwindle and to watch our order fall into ruin. We are but 40 strong.
Are there no children here?
Our vows prevent it.
So your order will eventually...
Die out. Thousands of years gone like that. But we will die doing what we were meant to, standing vigil.
Why? But I don't understand why you would send everyone away to where your order would die out. To not be able to add new members to it.
Our membership process is complicated. You must be right for it. And we grow stagnant, only simply recruiting those within the circle.
What's your name, friend?
My name is Caspian.
So, Caspian, there was like a younger girl with a bow when we came in here. Where's she from?
She is from Eilenar.
Oh, so she's crazy.
It might be why she knew the cat.
She is touched for sure, but I would not mess with Cass.
Cass.
Does she live here?
Yes, she is almost a full order knight, one of the top squires, and will be our newest recruit in nearly a decade.
Oh, wait.
How do you tell if somebody...
It's funny, she will likely be the last of us.
How do you tell if somebody is touched.
Mostly the way they speak. You could see it in their eyes.
Does your god give you some type of power?
Do the gods simply hand out their gifts, or one must have faith? We have faith.
Right, Caspian. Well, thank you very much. This has been very helpful. We'll just go find. There's no place in the keep we might stay. Empty barrack or something.
You'll need Calem's. But I think you'd be more comfortable outside, honestly. You know, no prying ears, prying eyes. We get mighty rowdy once we've brought back a kill. Should be a good right time tonight.
Well, we haven't been anywhere that has been a good right time. So, maybe we just hang out here for a little bit.
Sure.
By all means. You hear that there's talk. They say something. You hear them talking about a man named Jonathan. Apparently got the kill. And so, like in the corner, you see he looks kind of like he's probably 28, kind of scrawny, a little uncomfortable. But they're all just, like some of the elders are coming up and they're hitting him on the back and stuff, and they're congratulating him, and they've given him a flagon of ale, and you just see he's beaming with pride. He got the killing shot on the bear.
Does anyone seem to be drinking wine?
Not that you see.
No.
Seems pretty not the right temperate climate zone.
Honey mead.
I
So
stare
Cass is
at
from
wine.
Eilenar.
Eilenar, the town up north, and she's come here, and she's kind of like a squire.
Okay.
So do they just have a section of food out?
Nope, they're
People are-
cooking.
That's her name.
They're cooking.
Cass.
You do see that several of them, probably like 5, have moved back into what would be the mess hall for the keep, and you hear pots and pans banging, and several of them have taken the meat down into the cellar, but you do see several large slabs coming up on plates as they're walking up to the higher parapets to cook. Apparently they're going to cook on the tower, because that's where they lit the fire and they don't want to waste the wood.
That's smart.
Did we learn how many of them are
There's
there?
about 40 in there dying out.
Well, yeah, I'd say with 40.
They've just decided to dwindle.
But this girl is their newest
Yeah,
recruit.
could
Like
be
she's
their last
almost
recruit.
there.
Only 10 more years to go. It's like getting a PhD.
Probably easier though.
Maybe cheaper.
Less judgment. Less politics.
So I think we're gonna hang around for the food.
By all means.
Yeah,
Anything else you
and
guys want to
then-
do?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out. I think I've given away. I'm going through one thing of wine. I'm gonna pull out wine. Never drink the wine I brought, but
Sure
I'm gonna
doesn't
pull
look like
it
blood.
out. Well, this seems like it might be like a celebratory time because everyone's not telling us to leave. So I will pour wine to anyone in our group if they want it.
Oh yeah.
So we're relaxing.
I would probably try to make myself useful with cooking or skinning the bear or trying to just share stories. Kind of exciting being around warriors.
I'm gonna go up to the fire. They're up on the signal fire. Where the signal fire.
I'll just if they have any stories or anything that might be useful.
So Bjorn is not hanging out with us.
Does anybody else want to go up toward the signal fire?
I'll go up to the signal fire.
I'm kind of always just keeping my eyes out, since I know she must have had some kind of rogue training since she speaks Cant. I'm sort of just watching the shadows.
You would
assuming-
assume she would be up high,
Okay.
probably on watch.
Right, so that's interesting though, because I was making sure, to see if she was watching, because he didn't leave, right? The main guy,
Caleb?
Caleb. So she's not like his bodyguard. She's
Doesn't
not,
seem like it.
watching. So yeah, I guess I'll go up and see if I can find her.
Okay. So the 3 of you head up. The rest of you, Silas and Aaronin for sure drink some wine.
Are you drinking with me
Ned
and
tells you
Silas
that he's
and
good.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Ed doesn't partake.
Okay, well, I'm eavesdropping as best as I can down here on all these people.
Perfect. So you there's no role. They're all pretty talking freely. It seems as though Caleb's decree of you is these people seem to trust you. So
And
they're
I'm
just
trying
talking.
to get Aaron tipsy.
You're just gonna take some wine.
Yeah, the goal.
So as you're all talking, you're having a conversation. You hear them. They're mostly talking about the hunt. You know, they don't seem to be lamenting about the future. They seem to be living in the present, and they are very excited about the meat that they're about to have. They were running low on stock. This was not a ultimate hunt, like not the final hunt, but it was a getting desperate. So they went out. They're very excited about the meat that they brought back. They talked that the trade from Islenar went well. They received a larger sum than before. They were able to buy provisions. They believe it will last them several months. Some of them start to talk about the fact that, like, where is the order going, you know? And then a few of them will say, like, some prayers of Phaedras. You don't hear them well enough to know much, but something along the lines of, even under the clouds of Tyve, may your pinions of light shine through.
Okay. We're just hanging out. I'm just keep giving Aaron drinks because
He
I'm
just
trying to
keeps
get him.
drinking 'em.
Just gonna try to get him to spill.
So as you guys head up the keep, you notice that there's about, let's say, 3 warriors that are the chefs. As you come up, these ones are not as welcoming. They're more like, you can tell that these are chefs, like, and so they're like, stay the hell away from what we're doing. And they seem to be infighting amongst themselves about how much to season the meat. But they have made a spit fire over the signal fire. You notice that there are wood that has been pulled off of the signal fire, and it has been doused, but it's there so they can throw it back on. They've made a turn spit, and as the two of you walk up, about halfway up, you see Cass, and she has a small stoop in between one of the tower walls, and she's sitting there with her feet kind of up against the wall, and she's reading. She has her bow right there, and she's looking out an eye hole, an eye loop, so she can see right where you'd come from, but she is reading a book.
All right. So I'll start. Right. So I was 5. How old were you?
And what?
When I got my first mark, my gram said, "You see that chap? I want you to take his wallet." I was 5. How old were you?
3.
Oh, not bad. What was your game?
I pilfered from my mother.
Oh, right. Yeah. I don't like to say it, but I didn't know my mother very well.
I did. My father killed her.
It's hard. What were you reading? Yeah, I've got game.
She slams the book. So, honestly, it's just a guilty pleasure. And as she puts the book to the side,
Smut.
you see that it says something about arrow.
Yes, I told you it's smut.
Yes! Love the callbacks.
So, I understand that you're from Islenar.
She just kind of takes a minute, and you see her take a deep breath. I'm sorry. I'm being rather rude to you. My name is Cass. I am from Islenar. I am a squire of Calem's. And unfortunately, I'm beating myself up that I did not see you until you'd opened the door.
Oh,
Right,
well,
well,
that's why she's pissed
You
at
shouldn't.
us.
To be fair, a lot of people don't see me. I'm pretty good at what I do. My name's Whisper.
Is that your real name?
It's my real name to you. Is Cassie your real name?
It is now.
Right. Then we understand each other. Look, right, Cass, we don't mean any trouble to you and your people. We really do mean what we say. We're trying to get north. We're trying to get to the plateau. It sounds like we're going to have to go through this place that you're from, Islenar. Like, who should we watch out for there? Who's got the power in that place?
Power. If I were you, I'd stay well enough away from Islenar. it's not necessarily that there's danger, more that there's a sickness. A sickness of the mind and spirit. You're not from these parts, and you do not know the song of the ice. It is cold, calculating. It seeps not only into your bones, but into your very soul. And there is something on the wind that slowly chips away at your sanity until nothing is left but a vacant husk of what you once were.
Is that why you came here? To
Yes.
get away from that song?
I'd rather be brainwashed under the starlight than live with the cold winds of the north.
She is not loyal.
She's not the future of this order.
Hell.
Is there any way to get where we're going without passing through Eilenar?
That's the rub.
Right, so I figured. Do you still have anybody you know there? Anybody you trust?
My bastard father.
Right, you trust him?
No, you said if I knew
Somebody you know.
anyone.
Right, let me put in a stronger comma. Is there anyone you know and trust? Like your guild. Is there still a guild there?
I never joined. My father joined. He wanted nothing else from me, and he taught me everything he knew. Till the day I walked away. I guess if I were to beware of anyone there, if the guild's still running, I'd beware of the hidden father.
Right, I know about those. You've got a hidden father too.
Hiding in plain sight, they are.
I've come to realise that. I didn't know. At the time. Right, Cass, well, it seems like you found yourself a pretty good home here.
I think, honestly, the longer I'm here, the more they're starting to get to me.
You know, what I've learned, and I look over, like, I guess, how far up the stairs,
You're about halfway up.
like, can I see Bjorn from here or no?
No, because it's a spiral.
Yeah, so I'll just sort of, like, gesture up the stairs, and, like, I'm learning that once you find the people you can trust and you think have your back, it's not a bad place to stick.
Yeah. I've not really had that. But the past 5 years here, I haven't been so bad.
And then, and Cass, really, I wouldn't beat yourself up about not seeing us. I'm very good at what I do. Here we go. I'm gonna try like to do an amazing sleight of hand somehow, where like it's gonna
You're
be
gonna
like
take her book.
no, or like somehow some kind of like sleight of hand. I want it to seem like magic. Like suddenly I am going to have
Just
a.
cast your magic.
I'm gonna have. That hurts. Suddenly, I'm gonna have like a coin in my hand, but it's like just it's gonna be like magic. So this is an incredible sleight of hand.
Man, it would have been good if you won that inspiration.
Oh, and I'm gonna re-roll that. Not looking.
Yeah, re-roll.
Re-rolling it. All right, so that is a 23.
Dang.
You do a pretty good trick. She just kind of laughs.
All right, she just kind of laughs. All right, so then I'm.
You're in.
Oh, see,
You should have done like flowers.
Animal.
I'm. Listen to all of you.
Okay, she'll try.
Yeah.
Crap.
I'm gonna give her a +4, and she needs an 18 to succeed. She rolled a 16.
Okay.
So, she pulls a blade from like right here, and she doesn't really do anything with it, but she just kind of moves her hand up, and as she goes to pull it up, you actually can grab her hand if you'd like. Because she has the blade.
Oh, she's gonna.
Like she's gonna put it up to you.
Oh yeah, so I will grab it, and then I'll like. You know, me old Graham would have really liked you, Cass.
She takes it from the other hand and puts it back, back down. I might have liked her too.
All right, then I'm gonna go back up. I'm going up the stairs.
You guys are making me blush.
Oh, come on!
Until now.
This is just how rogues rogue.
Can you? You're going rogue, all right.
As you walk up on the spit, you start to smell.
I'm having a moment.
You start to smell the meat begin to cook, and so one of the chefs turns around. You've got to get the temperature just right. These have tapeworms.
I told you. I told you.
I've cooked bear before.
I quite like them in stew. Have you boys ever stewed bear before?
The one guy just kind of looks like the guy who just said that. He turns around, he's still cooking, but the guy who's turning the spit just like he doesn't say anything, but you just like it's like a hurricane of anime like noise that hits you
Like,
from
you
his
two are
body
not
expression.
welcome up there.
I just,
I liked it in stew.
I'd be making conversation with anybody but the chefs.
So there's like a 24-year-old kid who's sitting up there, a young man, and he's just watching them. Like he's sitting, he's taken off his helmet, he's still in chainmail, he's not in full armor as though he hasn't earned that. But he is wearing the crest on his tabard, so you know he is a knight. And he's just sitting, and he has a small flagon, and he's just slowly drinking, and he's watching as though he's trying to learn from the cooks. He has a spear.
Sign. See, part of the day.
Rogue hair.
I guess I'll go up to him. Could I sit with you?
By all means. Are you really from the archipelagos?
Well,
I've only heard stories. Apparently the bridge broke a year before I was born.
Spell, yeah.
The fact that you came from that, I thought honestly that I would remain here until the final vestiges of starlight burned out of the sky. But now, there's hope. There's hope for the Order.
Never actually see stars, right?
No.
No.
There's hope for the Order. There's hope for me.
This place is sad.
What I've learned in my travels is that there's always hope. Even after the collapse of the bridge, there's always been hope. Sometimes you lose sight of that. Sometimes you find something new.
We live in the moment. I do not spend much of my time thinking of the future. But I would be lying if I said I'm not afraid of what's coming. It's not that we will eventually dwindle. That we have made our peace with. For we have all made the decree that if... And he kind of stops himself, he says that he doesn't want to finish what he's saying. We're doing the right thing, even if it doesn't seem like it. But I think what scares me most is the being alone. But you're heading toward great adventure. And while I envy you, I would not want to be you.
Between you and me, in my years, there have been many mornings I woke up and didn't want to be me. There's nothing wrong with your feelings. I think it's very honorable what your group has done.
You don't know us, but your words, they're nice.
I imagine like
How long are you going to be here?
Probably just overnight, two at most.
Well, we'll enjoy our time together, won't we?
I hope so.
Do you have any stories?
I get way too jubilant. And
I have
Yeah,
a book
I'll-
on stories.
I'll
Never heard a story.
between the two of us probably.
I have a massive book of just history of Tyve.
I would.
That's boring.
Yeah, that's boring. That's history. Yeah, I would tell him.
Circa 1401.
I think I would tell him some stories of
It's just
Of all the
Parliament
villages
papers.
we've turned.
all
The
of them.
municipalities of Gavra was set up under the Commonwealth.
Unless he asked specifically, I would stick to stories of what happened, like battles when I was in Norn, when I was the chief, like things to kind of inspire him.
So
rather
as
than-
you start, he does say, "No, I want to hear of the archipelagos."
Oh fuck. Okay.
Can you tell them about how you guys didn't go to... What's it called?
Andros.
Gross.
Tell them about how you
You're
didn't go to
supposed to go
Andros.
to Andros.
Or how the big maelstrom wiped out the entire.
No, don't tell them that.
I'd tell him how I led my people across the bridge, gave up the chiefdom, made peace with Gavra so we could stay.
So as you start there, he stops. He's like, "No. What does it look like? The ocean."
Terrifying, beautiful,
What?
strangely warm.
Big.
Consistent fog.
Big-
There's quite a
I knew it.
there's quite a thick fog.
Does it really go on as far as you can see?
Yeah. However, at the edge,
There's land.
at the edge, depending on the direction that you look, there's a wall of clouds as high as you can see, and no one's allowed to leave.
Or really enter.
Meanwhile, downstairs, you see that Iernan he's about 3 deep.
Yeah, I figured we're just sitting
Yeah, he seems okay.
talking. I don't know if any of the other people have come and joined.
That's up to them.
You're still
No,
there.
Like any of the other people from this place.
Oh yeah, like one of them will come up. One of the younger women. She looks like she's about 32. She's pretty stocky, and she walks up and she looks as though she could handle herself. Very like Swedish, like.
Do you have anything
Stocky
stronger,
like me.
stronger to drink?
I can get you something stronger, dear. What are you in the mood for? Something to knock you off your socks.
Yep, for all three of us.
Very well. Dragon's milk it is. She walks back.
My constitution's super high for how lanky I am.
She comes back with 3 small cups filled with it's filled with what looks like a whiskey-like substance. We call it dragon's milk. Most people are told to sip it when they first try it, and then she just slams one.
Oh, Aaron, you can't let her do that. She's showing you up.
It is my personal opinion to let women do whatever they want.
I like that.
I'll hold it and cheers to both of you.
Cheers.
Okay, as you drink it, Constitution saving throw.
Right.
The 16.
27.
You guys are okay. He rolled a 2, so he's feeling this one.
Wow.
There you go.
Very
Goodness.
See, it was practice before the sacrifices that we gives the people a whiskey drink of such. So that way it was a last meal.
Is anyone else's tongue numb?
My tongue
That may
always
just
feels
mean that
numb.
you need more.
I don't think so. I think honestly that's more than enough. I feel quite uneasy about. I haven't even had any beer yet.
Empty
Oh,
stomach.
that's true. We probably do need you.
I've never had bear.
Oh, I don't think I've had bear either.
Honestly, I've never had beer either. It's good to be new for all of us.
I never met my father.
So, Aaron, why don't you tell us, how did you get Isabella?
Who's Isabella?
1 or 2.
Oh, I think we need to hear about one.
Well,
Isabella.
It's the guitar.
honestly, when I grew up, there was always music in the house. So I just wanted to surround myself with it. So I decided that what's the best way to do that? Carry an instrument on your back. I won this one in a game of cards.
Is that Isabella 1?
Yes.
What's Isabella 2?
Isabella 2 is not currently with me.
Is she alive?
One can only hope.
Why did you need to get an Isabella too?
It's always good to have a backup.
So your parents played music?
No. There was just music in the house.
Oh. Who played the music?
I don't remember. I just remember that it helped make me feel safe.
And you grew up in Kafra?
No. No. Why are you so interested?
Because you never talk about yourself.
Oh, you're always talking about yourselves, so I just listen. I'm a listener.
Yeah, but I'm also a listener, and
I
talk
listened
more.
to the music that the animals made from the ocean. I too had music. Maybe it was music from animals that you heard.
You know, I've never thought of it that way. Probably not, but maybe.
oh, we don't have a ton
Ideas.
of music. I'm imagining that the music that's played like where my character's from were like weird organ, like sounding type music. Like not.
I imagine you
Davy
fell
Jones, Pirates of
asleep
the
to the
Caribbean.
screams that people
With
died.
his tentacles.
That song is so
No.
good.
It is.
My people don't
Banger.
really die very easily.
I
We
don't-
live a very long time.
I don't know. I just imagine you being surrounded by death.
Actually, no. No, my people live for hundreds and hundreds of years.
But that's good. I think. Yes.
Yeah, it's normal.
It's not, but I'm happy for you.
It is normal. It's weird that you guys all die so fast.
I don't. It's the circle of life,
Yes.
Or death.
right? Like you live, you die.
Yes.
I like to think of it as a square with a lot of right angle turns.
How is that a circle though? Cause where's the circle part? It's just his life and it's death. Like where's the circle?
There's.
Reincarnation.
Do you believe in that, Aaron?
I don't know. Here in Tyve, honestly, I've seen mushrooms grow. You like mushrooms.
Bjorn takes mushrooms.
When I die, I want to be eaten by a shark.
I thought you were gonna say by like one of Bjorn's mushrooms.
No, because maybe the shark can swim underneath the wall of water, and then I'll get the hell out of here.
I think we're role playing as
That's
freshman
great.
dorm rooms.
That is
That's beautiful.
I don't know if I really. I can't go home, so I don't know if I want to get out of here.
But you're going to live forever. What if you're stuck here forever for hundreds of years?
Well, like, what's better than here? Because I can't go home.
Elsewhere.
Maybe.
Oh no, Veer, that's tragic.
I don't know. Helena keeps talking about her land, and it sounds all right. It sounds a
I
little
don't think
stuffy,
that
but
they
it
get
sounds
a-
all right.
It sounds to me like she's not allowed to go back either. They are pissed
We're
at her.
going to succeed. We're going to find her light, and we're going to put it back in the little jar, and then she can get on a ship, and she can sail straight through the malign maelstrom.
It didn't work out very well coming through the maelstrom the other way.
You didn't have the light of the Ithelian.
She did have the light.
I
It
miss
made it-
her.
Listen,
Recharge!
listen. I tried to kill her. And I think that light stopped it.
That is news to me. You were trying to kill each other?
We killed all of her people.
Are you two in love?
No, we killed her people.
I've always felt a kind of tension because honestly, Helena has really never put the moves on me. And I think maybe
I
that's
think that
because of
she's-
you.
I think that she's nicer to you than she should be.
Aaron is going downhill. Wrap it up.
Aaron, tell.
I will take another one.
And I like look at her and I'm like, okay, Aaron, so if you were not from Gavra,
Love is beautiful.
I like whisper to you because I think that he is a
20 on her con. I don't get that.
nation on it.
So she brings back another round.
Thank you. And I just drink it just like I did before. Do I need to roll again?
Yeah, oh yeah. DC's higher.
20.
18, I'm sobering up.
So you're not, you decide how drunk you want to get. He's failing, so.
Aaron, so if you're not from Gavra, where are you from?
I am from the ocean. I've said it. I've been on ships most of my
But
life.
you were not born on the ocean.
See, I told you he heard the music of the animals.
Maybe that's what it was.
See, I told you.
What does it sound like?
Maybe it was the siren.
It
When
was
these guys come back down, I will.
whenever
start
they'd like
giving-
to. Whenever
I'll
they
just
would
start
like
giving
to.
you guys these strong drinks too. If you guys get down here. But for real, what? Where you we've only heard about your life since you've met Whisper.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like that's when my life began.
Yeah. What did you do before this?
Circle. It's the music. I hear it.
It was a pirate's parrot the whole time.
So, where did you sail?
Around the archipelagos.
Doing what? Fishing?
That's where you.
I had lots of jobs. I started off at the bottom and I made my way up. By the end, I was first galleon mate. Not first mate, first galleon mate. It's not quite the top, it's not quite the bottom, it's somewhere in the middle.
I still did.
So,
It's all a responsibility, but you still get the leave time.
so why did you leave? Were you on leave?
No, I simply made my way to Skarstin, and I've decided enough was enough. Time to write my own destiny as it was. And then I met Whisper, and I wanted to help him write his destiny.
And then
so
what
now
happened
I'm writing
with-
Whisper's destiny with Whisper.
And then you didn't go. And then you didn't go to. Where's that place that you wouldn't stop talking about when I met you? And
Andrew's Port. That's because you and Lena and Bjorn. We paid him good money, and he didn't want to go. And apparently, we missed out on a great bounty. We would have found out about the Maelstrom much sooner than we did.
I want you to walk down during this
Yeah,
conversation.
I'll come down. I'm like looking around, like,
Andrew's Whisper.
right, mate. I already said I was sorry about
What
that.
if we'd gone to Andrew's and none of this would have happened? Maybe we would have been able to stop the green scary guy, and we would have been right smack dab in the middle of blooming paddle right now. And you could have been with Lily,
And we would have been.
and I could have been with girls.
We would have been and then Helena and I, we would all have been dead from the storm.
Right. So but right, Aaron, I think that maybe, mate, it's time for you to have a little bit of water.
No.
A bit of water from my mate.
We're trying to get to know each other. I'm trying to be friends.
We're trying to get him to tell us about his life, and he never does.
Did you
Why
know?
don't you just join him?
Right, because me
Wait,
and Graham
they all
always say,
sound
if
like
want to
you.
if you want to get dead right quick, get drunk right quick.
You
This is the
do you not
only
think
time
we're
it's-
safe here?
It's the only time
I could sober up right quick. I'm ready.
Just stabs the guy.
I can see you are, mate. Have some water.
I haven't yet. I drink the snow. I've heard you're not supposed to drink the snow.
well, is there some?
I've heard it burns more calories to drink the snow than if you boil the snow and let it cool down.
Did you know that my home does not have snow?
Oh, that's. I'm a man of seasons
I
myself.
don't know. I
I
don't.
like seasoning, I like seasons, and I like
I lost my accent.
seasoned.
Bjorn is
It happens when you get drunk.
Bjorn is still upstairs telling stories because he actually found somebody who like
Listens.
Yeah, I have no clue what this
his
woman's
stories.
thinking,
I lost
hearing all
my
this.
accent.
Every time, can't take you anywhere. Swear to God.
Okay, Aaron, just give me something. Something worth anything.
All right.
I don't know.
For you, I'll do it, Via, because in a strange way, I find you attractive.
I think.
No, just take the compliment.
I think.
It's my favorite backhanded compliment.
I call this one.
How does he still sound so good?
He just never finishes his. Like he brings out his guitar and he starts playing, and you see some of the people, like some of the knights are just kind of bobbing their heads, and as they do, the food comes down. A ruckus comes out because of the food, and with the music, you see a couple people start dancing, and so there's some joviality that is starting to spread through the hall.
How does he
Aaron-
still sound so good?
Well,
Did he fall asleep?
He's always been
He's
very
playing,
good.
but he's asleep.
He's very good at this.
He's just kind of focused in.
Did you know that we both listen to whale music?
Oh, didn't whale music?
Yes.
No, well, he didn't really talk about his whale music.
Yes.
He didn't know that they were whales.
And seagulls.
Right, I think let's get something to eat. You look like you could use something to eat.
I've
Kira?
never had bear before,
Right, once you have bear, you never go there.
but I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't either.
I
It
really
rhymed
don't
though.
feel all that
But
bad.
I'm a little bit ashamed because, like, I'm a barbarian, so I don't like barbarians eat bear, I think.
I think you eat whatever you want.
Whoa! What did I miss?
All right, let's go just eat our dinner.
Veer
Drunk.
and Helena are in love,
don't
and
make him
it's
die.
beautiful.
They're very loud.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
that-
I knew that a long time ago.
Music is the light of Tyve. That's what I call it.
Aaronin. No, I actually said I tried to kill him. Aaronin.
Kill, love,
Apparently,
Oh.
it's same.
same thing.
And
Did you
Aaronin
have drinks on the island?
listens to
Did you have
whale music.
Whale music.
ale and?
Yes, every
alcohol?
time there was a sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
They got the people drunk so they didn't realize how bad it was.
So as
makes sense.
as he's still playing, people are starting to dance. You see Caleb stand up, and even with the music still going, he just talks loudly. Friends. And he just looks over at Aaron and thinking he's gonna stop, but Aaron is just like he sees him and he's just like kind of nods. We bring new blood into this keep. We bring music and light. For as one of our favorite songs go, we make the light of Tyve ourselves. We wish our friends good journey to Islandar and the Vang'Namar Plateau. And by Phaedras, we shall keep the stars burning bright. And you hear everyone just kind of, ah. To you. And then he walks off.
Nice.
They're not gonna red wedding us. Right?
I had that thought too. I was like, all right, I'm not liking where this is going. But yeah, I'm gonna go have some meat. That sounds great.
Yeah.
This is the nicest evening we've had in a long time.
Do they have anything else? Is it just meat?
It's meat, and there's some like root vegetables and canned meats,
Ooh,
like
root
canned
vegetables.
and stuff.
Oh.
Carrots.
Did you cut them off, or am I allowed to play catch up?
I think we should probably try and keep a few of us sober.
Well, Normandy says I'm actually not too bad.
All right. I mean, it might be like me old Graham says. If you got to get out of a place right quick, you don't want to be stumbling. That's all
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
stumbling. I think that if I can stand up and do a backflip right now, then I'm good.
As they're talking, I'm gonna go get a drink.
So you see one guard, because you've been pretty aware, Whisper. You notice
Yeah.
a guard with a bow and arrow walks up the parapet, and about 2 minutes later, Cass comes down.
Okay.
I tried to
And as
do
you're
it, actually.
you just ended the conversation with Bjorn, Cass walks up to you, and she, overhearing your conversation, she hands you a glass of the dragon's milk. And she looks at you, she goes, "If you're always afraid of the shadows, you never find out what happens in the dark." She walks away.
Damn.
Dibs! Whisper, you heard me say it earlier.
I'm going to try to do a standing backflip.
As long as I can say the alphabet backward and touch my nose, I'm sober.
Oh, 24.
Ooh, you're as drunk as you want to be.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at
That was beautiful.
I have a
Thank
sip.
you.
It's very strong.
Yeah. But just to say, I'm not. I'm gonna milk my dragons.
I've had 3 of those.
We've had 2.
I've had 3.
Whisper's that for me.
Roll. No, this is for me. Oh, keep playing. You sound great.
Thank you.
You sound great, mate.
Always try to.
You were about to tell us one thing and then you stopped.
What do you want to know? Yeah, you're getting on my nerves. Let me play my music.
What makes you you?
Where, like, yes, something.
The answer's music.
No, I think
You're
it's
not asking you.
different.
Honestly, I think you gotta have goals. But what's interesting is when
always-
you make them,
Literally.
when you meet them, sometimes they change.
If you could go back and change one thing in your life, what would it be?
He just he takes a deep breath. Honestly, even though I want to change it, I wouldn't. Then he keeps playing.
Let's play truth or truth.
I wish my mom and dad were here.
But don't they sacrifice people?
No, they tried to stop this.
Oh, no, they. Oh, yeah, right.
To missing friends and loved ones.
Cheers.
To making your own family. And he goes over and tries to grab your cup. So the night continues on. You may stay at the party as long as you'd like. Who is not, who is pretty sober? Perfect. So as you go, as you head out of the keep, you'll find a small cabin near the keep. You notice that there are some torches lit out on the walls now, and you do see a couple of guards. It looks like they left the keep pretty unguarded while they were on the hunt. But you don't know how far they went out. They could have been out a day, but they were out for a while. You're not sure. What you do know is that you find a small cabin, you light a fire, those of you who are sober, you set up for sleep. Who wants to take first watch?
I'll just watch the whole night.
Unless you don't want to.
I'll watch the whole night.
I'll take a shift, but just to sort of keep her company.
Just need to know the first one.
Okay.
I
Just
need
you?
to go to bed.
Actually, it'll be the two of us.
Yeah.
The two of us are first.
Okay.
I'm up with her.
Bjorn, take me to bed.
During the party at some point, I would have asked who the
doesn't mean
quartermaster was,
what
and at
you
least
think
had
it
a
is.
beginning conversation about
I'm
clothes.
learning
Okay.
English still.
Like rubbing your back. You shouldn't say that.
You shouldn't say that.
So they tell you that the quartermaster's chambers, where they are, and that they can help you in the morning, but there is no quartermaster anymore.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, as the night drags on, Whisper, give me a D8.
I should have had a D8.
Can't get Lily out.
How about a 4?
Okay.
You're dead.
The cabin you sleep in, the roof collapses.
No, that's not right.
Lead paint.
Oh, I like this.
Lead paint.
Okay, we'll keep it.
Especially
So Whisper, Aaron is not quite gone to sleep yet. He's just in the corner, like he's got his bedroll. He's sitting with his bedroll up, and he's just slowly playing. And as the two of you are sitting, talking, doing your thing, you do hear a rap on the door.
I go up and is there like a window I can peek out? Mm-hmm. Who?
You see Cass.
Your girl, your friend is here.
Oh,
Whisper.
right. I'll open the door.
She looks like she's maybe had a couple of drinks, but she's not like, she looks pretty determined. She just looks at you. So,
Are you coming with us?
no.
No.
But she just kind of looks at you.
She's what found her people here.
Are you really leaving tomorrow?
Right, afraid we are.
She just kind of smirks. That's tomorrow.
Oh God.
So, I will,
Ellie, be
like,
worried.
I look right at her, and I'm like, right, like, you are a lovely lass, but, like, I left a lady back home, and I gave her a promise that I gotta go back for her. I know you live in the moment, but I really carry my past with me, because my grandma always told me, Whisper, the one thing no one can steal from you is your past, your history. So I hold on to it. I hope you find what you're looking for with these people. I do. But I'm afraid this isn't happening.
But hey, if you want something to happen,
Yeah.
Aaron drooling on himself.
Whoa!
hey, this is. Have you met my friend Cass?
He just looks at her, and then Cass just kind of looks, I'm not desperate.
I said you were pretty smart.
I get it.
Well, I hope you make it back to her then, Whisper.
You can come
Maybe
with
don't
us.
flirt so hard next time. She walks away from you.
I just kind of follow her. You could come with us to the archipelago.
She looks back.
Not the archipelago, the plateau.
Plateau.
No. I value my life.
Hanging out with Aaron too much.
I was just being a rogue.
Yeah, I knew.
I
what
didn't
you
mean
were
to
doing.
lead her on.
Always can never cross the finish line, I Whisper.
I need
You're
some,
like a third leg runner.
I need some aloe vera for that
Take himself out of the race.
burn. Man.
So as the night, then the first watch passes, you do hear Storm.
I do give him some crap about leading her on,
Okay.
like during the first watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lightning flashes across, so you actually hear lightning even though it's snowing.
Under snow.
That's kind of beautiful.
I'm sleeping on Bjorn like this.
Whisper, as you go to bed, who takes next watch?
I'm. Do you need 8 hours though, right?
How I
I don't
normally
need any
sleep
spells
on you.
left.
It's been 30 years.
What?
I don't have any spells or health till the game.
No, but like if you wake up, you're gonna be exhausted.
Oh, will I?
Yeah, it's only been 4 hours, right?
Yeah, you do need 8 hours of sleep.
So you keep
I could
it-
be like I can just be up.
Okay, perfect. So you hear the next watch. You take the next watch alone, and as you do, lightning continues to flash pretty heavily across the sky. Until finally, through the window, you see lightning hit one of the parapets above. And as it does, you see, looks like you're looking out the window, just like there. So you're looking out the window, you see it, and lightning flashes, and in the corner of the room, you just see a figure standing there that's illuminated in the flash of light.
And
Intermission.
We were watch. If someone's been standing there the whole time.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Roll Seekers and the Legend of the Bell. We were just coming back from intermission. We're a local group of gamers just like you who role play for your enjoyment. I am very excited tonight to continue tonight's game, but I do have a couple of announcements. The first is that we are about to launch our first Kickstarter for a 5e module called The Curse of the Dreg'Damor. That will launch on March 18th, but the pre-launch page is already up, so you can follow that project. Also, you can find all of our shows on rollseekers.com, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are shown. And we would love it if you would join us. Please join our Discord, and if you are liking what you're seeing, please follow, like, and share. It helps us to grow. With that, I don't want to take up much more time, so let's jump back into the game. We just left on a cliffhanger. Master Moa said, no, ... What a cliffhanger.
Okay.
We're back. We're coming back right now. But I'm going to put on some music first. So let's go ahead.
Scary music?
No, I think it's a friendly figure.
Yeah, friendly figures always hide in the dark.
Sounds promising.
I wish we could get.
Lisa.
Sounds a little bit much. So we'll
Be great. For everything. You come into a town. Lisa.
Nisa. I love Nisa. Okay, we're gonna do occult forces. We'll do
I
super.
like Nissa.
Who made that movie? Paramount? We could totally get permission from that.
So, lightning flashes across the sky. It actually hits the upper parapet of the keep. And as it does, you're looking out and you see a figure of shadow right in the corner of the room. Their eyes glowing in the darkness.
Who are they closest to?
So the group is kind of sleeping, sprawled out. Let's say they're closest to Kiara, but you're the only one that sees them.
So immediately, like, I would be like, form that shadow blade
Okay?
and just like steer them down. Who are you?
So like the figure looks as though it's moving, but it's just like shadow moving, except for the eyes that are just burning like two pinions in the dark. Like they are
What
glowing,
color?
just white. They look like when you shine a light into a lens and it just kind of fractals a little bit, like a star, like a diamond.
Speak.
Death awaits you in the ice. There's no movement from the face, but you hear that like resonating in your soul.
I will cast dancing lights.
Okay, you cast dancing lights.
Does it?
How bright is that? Will that wake us?
I don't think it would.
Okay.
Like with the light illuminating, does it?
It doesn't.
It doesn't seem to like.
It lights up behind this figure, but they still remain a shadow against the wall, except for the light coming from the eyes.
What do you want?
You have brought hope to the Knights of Ithelias. Seek the tome and know your destiny.
Where is it?
The shadow extends and the hand just kind of stretches, bending along the wall, just pointing back to the keep.
Will that be given up easily?
Doesn't respond.
Does Alendra do anything?
Oh.
The Edenari?
That's right. The Edenari might be.
So yeah, it's the Edenari is
Informal.
so she doesn't look like she's moving.
I look at her.
She looks just like she's down. It looks like you're the only one seeing this.
Do you need something from us?
You are not chosen by me, but you reek of another.
Who?
She doesn't respond.
Why are you here?
She disappears.
Okay.
And Alendra like lifts and she comes up, put your hand on her. What's wrong?
Did you not just see that?
No, I saw you stand up.
I'll just recount everything.
Are you feeling well?
Yeah, I feel fine. Do you think I'm like hallucinating?
I don't know.
wants us to either get or read the tome. Do you know anything about the tome of stars? Your people are like of kind of stars.
No,
Or twilight.
only what Calum said, but he didn't say much about it.
You've never heard of it before now?
No.
What are your general thoughts on the shadow figure?
I think you've been keeping watch almost every night, and you should get some sleep.
I don't. We don't sleep.
Practice.
No, like we just don't. I don't need to sleep. I rest.
Well, I don't sleep either, but I rest. You know, I don't take every watch.
But like I really don't watch all that well. So like I'm resting.
Like I trance though. Like I zone out a little bit. Like you're always just like on watch.
Yeah, because my people, we can easily trance and still have conversation.
Well, I'm going to be more useful to you tonight than I will be tomorrow if we want to go now.
Should we wake anyone else up?
I don't know. You decide. You know which ones would be the most useful.
How many hours has it been?
Well, like 6.
Okay, so nobody's resting. Okay, who was
Or we can just wait till tomorrow, and then I'll just...
No, you're right. Like, you could help us, and everyone's sleeping.
But, like, should we really split the party?
Yes.
Why not?
Seems rude. Seems like some people would just miss out.
Well, maybe I'll just wake up like one of them and ask their opinion.
Can't you make your own decisions?
No, we're kind of a group.
But you're gonna leave them?
I didn't say that. Why are you being like really moody?
I just get this way sometimes.
Okay. Whisper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, what's up? What is it? What is it?
Lightning hit the parapet.
All right. Yeah, it's quite a storm.
Yeah, and then a dark shadow figure was here.
What? What, in this room?
Yep. And we're not chosen by it, but we're going to die when we go to the icy plateau.
Right, it sounds
and
horrible.
we need to go get the tome and read it to know our destiny.
All right, let me just like roll that back for you.
I think she needs to get some sleep.
So,
I don't
well,
sleep.
I mean, I trust you, Veer. I've been through a lot with Veer, so if she says she saw a figure, I believe it.
Yeah, and I don't see things.
But do you think we can trust it? I mean, these people, they let us in. They fed us bear. They've been nothing but nice. And
But
this dark figure shows up and says we should go steal their holy book.
No, it just said that we should read it. So, like, I don't know about you, but it seems like something Graham would say, that is it really stealing if you're just borrowing?
Right, but I also don't know what Graham would do if like a figure just showed up in her bedroom and said, "Go look at this bloody book."
It wasn't even like a person. Like, it just had eyes and a voice, and then it was like shadows. It seems pretty like normal, on par with like
Right. I mean, so it's up in the keep somewhere.
Yeah, but so Alondra made a good point that maybe we should go tonight while everyone's sleeping.
Right, like I don't think we can just like walk in the middle of the daytime and say, "Hey, can we look at your holy book?"
Yeah, probably not.
So
Should we wake everyone up and see if they want to come, or are they going to be a liability?
I know Bjorn very well. He's not a really sneaky type, and I don't
Aaron
think
is
Aaron
probably
can
still
walk right
drunk,
now.
yeah.
Right, so
Silas is not sneaky, and Ned is definitely not sneaky.
all right. Do you still have your bat?
Yeah.
Right, so I think you and I, we're just gonna go in. We're gonna take a look at the book. If we run into trouble, we send the bat back. It makes a ruckus, and they come and rescue us.
You got that, Nana?
All right. Oh, but you can use your magic
flap
to
at the
send a
roof.
message, couldn't you?
Yeah, I could do that. That
All right.
makes a lot more sense.
All right. So either the bat or you'll use your magic.
Yeah.
All right. It sounds like an adventure.
Yeah, but then and like, should someone stay on watch here? Like, should we get someone up?
Right, or maybe we should. Since well, or is Elendra coming with
I
us?
think she's coming with us.
Are you pretty stealthy, Elendra?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I am.
All right,
But I
well-
could also stay here.
No, I think you should come with us. Maybe we should wake up Normandy and see if he'll
Yeah,
stay
he's
watch.
probably best. All right. Hey, Normandy,
We tell you everything that happened.
stay alert, and if you see either a bat come flying back or you hear a voice in your ear, you wake everybody up. You come a running.
From magic.
He studies magic.
I mean, if you take me with you, though,
Right.
I'm quite adept at reading.
I think you better, I guess, just stay here.
What if you just bring the book here?
I
Well,
think
we-
the
we-
less
we
stealing
might
we
do-
can
we
do, the
might
better
do
we
that.
might be.
I mean, it's
We
not
need-
stealing if we're just borrowing it for a second, right?
If we need to take it, we'll take it.
Yeah.
You're gonna stay watch over all of our drunk friends while we go and take a look at the book.
Bring it back.
Perhaps we will. We'll find out.
you.
If it's like held to like a reading shelf with a chain, we'll probably leave it.
You have your lockpicks.
That's
Have you
true,
watched
and you're
me-
really, really good at that. You're
Or
really
haven't gotten
good
a
with
level
that.
to pick up that skill yet. All right, let's try it. Let's go.
Okay.
So, from the moment we start to move outside, it's gonna be stealth. It's not like one of these things where, oh well, once we get to the keep.
No.
Like I'm figuring they're probably watching us right now.
Cass.
Right. So maybe I'm looking around I'm like, okay, we're gonna go out this window. So we're not even gonna go out their front door. We're gonna make our way through the window. So
Am I allowed to put anything out there as a player?
Yeah.
sure.
Chances are
Yeah.
Bjorn is going to be pissed.
Yeah, that's okay.
No,
Just
no,
don't
no.
tell
Like,
Bjorn.
like, he's gonna be pissed because you're going to secretly read the holy book of the only people that helped his people escape the mainland.
I guess
Well-
that's a tomorrow view problem.
Yeah, I guess I don't. You know,
But
they didn't
Bjorn,
seem to put
in
that
our
together.
defense, Bjorn, a shadowy figure that we don't know told us to do it.
Right, right.
You're not
All
up.
of
I
this
mean, I
seems
think,
like
I
a good
think
idea.
you just gotta
to you.
roll with it. Yep.
When we could go to them tomorrow and
And ask about
If
the
we
shadowy
can't get
figure.
it, then we won't even tell you guys we went.
Trevor, what Mama
do
don't know,
that.
don't hurt her.
Well, that's why I'm just putting that.
We
out.
got this, man. We got
Okay.
it. In and out, like shadows.
Sure.
Like,
All right.
Okay.
But thinking about it, Bjorn might be pissed. So, like, don't tell him what we're doing.
why would I tell him? He'd kill him. Well, I'd probably be able to get away. I could kill him. Not going to, but if he attacks
Nobody's
me.
killing anyone. You should stay here. Look for the bat or the magic signal.
Maybe
What's
he's
the
not the
magic
right
sig-
choice to watch over him.
He's joking.
Yeah, no, I'd never kill Bjorn.
You'd never kill him.
Unless he
You
attacked.
just said it out of nowhere.
If he attacked me, yes.
Are you
It's
going to
called
be able to
defense.
stealth?
I don't. Yeah, maybe.
I think you know what, Elendra, you stay here. You keep an eye on Normandy. Just keeping an eye on everybody else.
All right.
I don't need an eye on me.
I'm watching you, Normandy.
And I'm watching everyone else.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
This is great. Side quest. Ruining our hospitality. Are you ready to just roll it?
Yeah.
Do you want a stealth roll right now?
Oh, well, I did.
Yes, please.
I like to ask before I roll because if it's bad, I don't want to take it.
25.
11.
Okay. So as you
sill.
you try to stealth toward the keep, and 11 would prompt them to roll. So, because they're passive perception, they're gonna look for you.
Yeah.
They nat 20. So, you go out and you basically you go out the window. You come around and you see because of the nat 20, there's a guard standing outside peeing against the wall of the keep.
But they don't see me.
They don't see you, but they look, and he just kind of gets that uncomfortable, tries to clip it off, and he just looks at you and he's like, "Are you alright?"
Yeah, I'm all right. I walk up next to him, start to pee.
There's a lot of space, mate.
Well, I mean, I'm not right next to him.
It's just like, it's like standard urinal length. That's all I'm saying. It's a wall. I'll use it. Totally normal.
Whispers the man that stands next to another man. In the urinal.
It makes friendly conversation.
It's a respectful distance. But obviously it's close to our house, so I'm just using that wall.
All right.
All right.
And he walks back into the keep.
Have a good one.
I am just
Look
looking
back.
at you like.
I'm like,
what the
maybe
fuck?
this isn't a good idea.
No, just get it together.
All right. I'm fine now.
Okay. Just had to pee. Couldn't
off my
like
hands.
cancel.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Second attempt to stealth.
Do I need to reroll?
Yeah.
It's just like,
17.
That's pretty good.
yeah, 17 for me.
Okay, so you guys stealth into the keep. A lot of the people are sleeping in the main hall.
Yeah.
You notice that there are there's a guard at the end, but he's kind of hunched over his staff. You don't see anybody that would really be paying attention to you.
So we have some idea of what's up the staircase. So I'm guessing it's on this level somewhere.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna make our way. We're gonna make our way to the main chamber and then see if there were other rooms off of that main chamber.
Okay, so as you investigate, you've been in the keep for a while. You know that there is the parapet stairs toward the back go both up and down.
Okay. So maybe we will go down the stairs.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so you head on down the stairs.
This will be when I start to check for traps.
Okay, so let's roll a investigation.
That's pretty good. That is 18.
There are no traps down the stairs. So as you reach the bottom of the stairs, you see that there is a door that looks like a prison cell door. As you approach it, it is locked.
Is there? Can I see what's in it?
So at the top there are the bars, and as you look in, it looks like a corridor that goes into what looks like a dungeon. There are some sconces lit. You see water, probably melted snow, has seeped through the foundation and is dripping. There's mold and mildew and like green moss growing along the walls, and it goes down, and the color goes from auburn to like cold and turquoise the further down it goes.
And this is the only thing. Like the stairs led down, and it's here.
That's it.
That's it.
I would not keep a holy book in a place this damp.
But
It's all terrible for the paper.
maybe it's not damp at the end, and like that's what people would think, right? Why would you put a book here? It's a good deed. It's a good deed.
Yeah, it's quite a logical leap there.
And I guess I want to. Do I have any other inklings of where, like, so up when we went up the parapet, or up the spiral staircase that we went to where they were cooking?
There is a second floor to the keep.
There is, okay.
You believe this is probably where Calum's chambers are.
This down here.
No.
No,
Oh, upstairs.
I think we should go upstairs first.
you don't want to just check this out.
No. I think maybe Caleb's chambers and someplace drier might be where the sacred book is. This looks like where you keep the really dangerous blokes you don't want to get out.
Okay, we'll go upstairs first, but if we don't find it, we're gonna come back.
All right, deal.
Okay, so you continue your
back
stealth
up.
up the stairs. What number you don't want on a D4?
1.
Sure, we don't want to one.
Okay. So you are walking up the stairs and you hear one of the guards like shuffling. Pretty good ball, mate. Pretty good ball, mate. And he walks and you see the shadow go against the wall, but he doesn't see you and he keeps moving.
That was gross.
All right, we'll keep moving to the second floor.
Okay, you reach the second floor. The second floor is nicer than the first. There are white tapestries covering the floors and the walls. They have the same emblem of the chalice with the swords. You notice that there is a sleeping guard against one of the walls, and then there are 2 double doors sitting in the center chamber, and on it, the door, like the handles are 2 swords, like the cross. So you could open the doors.
So we're gonna make our way to that door.
Okay, so as you go to open the door, I will need another stealth check. for our viewers on Twitch, you should zoom in on Trevor's face right now.
I got a 27.
I got another 17.
Okay, so you open the door. As you do, you make your way into a bed chamber, and you see that Caleb is on his knees praying at the foot of the bed. The foot of the bed.
He's still awake.
He's still awake. So as you open the door, he doesn't seem to notice. You've slunk in, and you just see him praying. And as he does, he is praying, but he's not praying out loud.
He's not praying over a book. Do we see any books?
You do not.
Yeah.
You do notice that on his nightstand table there is a ring of keys.
Okay. Should wait for him to go. So I'm just like, like how, like it would be almost impossible to.
Yeah, like so. So he's here's the bed. He's like at the foot of the bed, so he's praying at the foot of the bed, and like the keys are over here. But yeah, that's. I mean, I'm good. I'm not
Does he have a window?
Like he does have a window.
You're a secret story man.
I used to be.
So they're talking for our
Nope.
podcast listeners.
We're doing
Motioning. Is the window away?
Elaborate
Is the window away from the keys?
signals.
No, the window would be technically closer to the keys.
This is when the
So
audio
as you
podcast
continue
really
to
shines.
kind of do your mime talk, you just see him lean in and he lifts up and he goes, and please let our new friends make it on their journey. And he stands up and then he just goes and sits in bed, goes into bed.
All right, we're gonna get out.
We never really went in. We were just peeking. Okay, so
All
then
right.
we'll like go down to where we
We're-
can't be
yeah,
heard. So when he falls asleep, should we get the keys?
I'm beginning to
think
think
we
this
could
is
just
not the
pick
best
the lock.
idea we've ever had.
Yeah, but like
Did you hear
information.
him?
Yeah.
Let's just ask him about it in the morning.
Let's just go. I just really think that I think the book's downstairs. Was there any other rooms upstairs?
On this floor,
There were a couple of bed chambers, yeah.
but nothing that looked ceremonial.
Or library-ish?
No. Probably these are like the captain's quarters.
I mean, do you think he'll keep the book in his bedroom? Those keys are probably for the dungeon.
You really want to go look in the dungeon?
I just think that, like, we should just see what's at the end of it.
All right, we're gonna go back downstairs
Without the keys, we'll pick
without the
lock.
keys. Yeah, I will pick that lock.
Okay, so you head on back down the stairs. As you do, you notice that there's a couple of guards that are shuffling and moving in their sleep, but you head down and you reach the door. The door is sturdy, metal. You have your lockpick tools. Go ahead and.
Can I help?
I do have thieves' tools, but I do not.
Do you have any thieves' tools?
Huh?
Do you have thieves' tools?
No, but I can see better than him.
I think it's just him.
So do I? Is this a dexterity check if I don't have?
It's like an intelligence check.
Oh, you don't have thieves' tools?
I have thieves' tools, but I don't have it as a skill.
You just get proficiency.
I just get my straight up proficiency bonus. That's it,
Well, and your intelligence and proficiency.
and my intelligence. Okay. That would be an 11.
So, and one of your clicks, one of your picks break.
That sounds about like right.
Get it together.
Oh, I'm trying.
This is-
It is not helping me when you tell me to get it together. Oh no, I need it together. I don't want it apart.
I'm gonna give it one more try. That is a 12.
So at this point, you jam one of the other picks into the door, and it's like broken in the door.
I'm getting a.
You're so terrible.
I'm getting a strong feeling we're not supposed to do this right now. So I think we'll just go back. We'll just forget this all
Here's the
happened.
thing, we gotta go back, and then Bjorn's gonna be like, "You can't do that."
He won't know what happened. Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Is there anything you want to do before you leave?
Like, take your broken picks out of the
I don't think we can.
I will try. Can I try?
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
the
I would-
piece
I would
out of-
certainly try.
Can I do it? Can I do dexterity?
Yeah,
This would be
disable
dexterity.
trap. So
Is that just
We're terrible
dexterity?
at this.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
You get them out.
Finally. See, I'm very good at getting the broken picks out of the lock. I'm just not very good at putting the solid lock picks in the lock. I just have to learn to reverse things.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so yeah, I have my fragments.
You're now an underground man.
I'm now an underground man. And we're sneaking back to our cabin.
Okay, you head on back to the cabin. As you do, one of the guards sees you, just like, oh, you gotta get one nightcap.
Right, yeah, I just wanted a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah, good
know,
night. He falls over.
They are terrible guards.
Yeah, they are. They're just
think
nice,
they're really-
just nice folks. Probably not good to steal from them. But
I wasn't gonna steal
yeah,
from
we're just
them.
gonna read a little
Just
book.
steal their knowledge.
So I would like to try and sneak back in so that Bjorn doesn't wake up.
Yeah, you guys do.
Okay.
Did you get the book?
Bjorn is sitting there.
What book? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're dreaming.
You
Go
must
back
be
to bed.
drunk.
I didn't
You're
read.
dreaming. You're dreaming. Go back to bed.
So you didn't get the book. Did you read the book?
What are you talking about?
Did you see the book?
It's nae the Ukbe.
No. Well, I'll bring it up in the morning. Pretend like you never heard. Pretend like this never happened. We didn't get caught, but
We'll just.
Whisper's really bad at opening doors.
But
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
know.
good at sneaking.
Really? Because I heard you, like, learn a
Well,
guard
I,
that says-
I did
I
fall
saw
out the
the
window,
whole
but
body
after that, I
blow.
was very good.
It just didn't work.
What went wrong?
He broke all of his picks in the lock.
You couldn't
He
find
did this,
keys?
He did that.
Yeah,
Things
well,
happen.
yeah, but then Caleb was like he was like pretty much sleeping with the keys in his hand.
What?
And he was praying for us.
Yeah, that
He's
too.
praying for us.
That's sweet.
I know, right?
I don't know. I have like this weird feeling. This has been too good.
What if we just asked, like, hey, do you have any secret knowledge?
Well, no, we are gonna go ask tomorrow.
Oh, that's great.
Explain the shadow figure that came.
I don't know if we'll do that.
No? All right. That might mean we're marked.
Yeah, just don't bring that up.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess that went well. Going to sleep.
Cool, sounds
Okay.
great.
All right.
All right.
D100, please.
I'm awake and I will do it. And 24.
Rogue doing roguish things.
Okay, you want a high or low?
I would like it to be higher than that.
Okay. 20.
Wow.
This is not our night.
This could be good.
The night passes without incident, and in the morning you hear the rap on the door.
I'll open it.
You see that Elos is there, and he has 4 coats.
Oh.
I'm sorry that we can't get you more, but this is what we can spare.
No, that's actually very generous of you. Is there anything that we can do for you?
You've brought us hope.
I have a question.
Our hope goes with you.
I told you about the hope thing too.
Right.
I have a question for you. You guys follow what is your goddess's name?
Phaedras, goddess of the starlight.
Do you have anything that you study, like information about her, like any type of like book or Bible of her?
We follow the tome of stars. That is our holy scripture.
Oh, did you each carry a copy with you?
There is only one.
Oh, that's interesting. Why wouldn't it's never been replicated?
The words it contains cannot be written by the mortal hand.
Oh,
Its pages are ever changing, showing the destinies of the world.
that's kind of amazing.
We do not look upon it, for to stare at one's destiny is to invite madness.
Oh, so do you guys you probably keep that locked away?
Phaedras was not always a god.
Oh.
Would somebody take these?
Yeah. Yeah,
And they're all like extra small child size.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
they're for the children that left.
so you don't look in the tome?
We keep the tomes secret. Keep it safe. But those who know our order know that we are the keepers of its pages. As long as one of our knights remains vigilant, the book shall retain its dark secrets. But if ever we were to extinguish our own light, so too would the light of the book go out. Thus we have made a pact.
So do you have somebody who just watches it all day? Like, do you lock it away? Because that sounds
I
very
bet you'd want
dangerous.
to keep a book like that really dry.
Yeah, because it sounds dangerous.
It stays with the keeper.
Oh, Caleb? No, he's not the keeper.
No,
How do you get that job? Is that like a wanted job?
it is not.
Does somebody do it their whole life?
Once you are selected, yes, it is your final sacrifice.
Who's your keeper? Did you know them?
His name was Angelos, though he little resembles the man I knew now.
What does he look? What's happened to him?
It is best you do not know what the Tome of Stars does. Know that we shall keep it safe until the last of our order, and when the lights go out, so too shall the book.
Sorry, I'm just very interested in different religions. Right, Whispers too, right?
Right, they fascinate me. I'm a right theologian.
You guys are assholes.
You're awake now for this. You could always chime in.
Your
if you
enthusiasm
want.
is palpable. I too was astounded by the teachings of Phaedras. The Keeper of Secrets, he sometimes expounds upon what he reads in the book, and it is enlightening.
So do you have a temple where he speaks?
When will you be speaking?
It is a gift to a new initiate to stand before the Seeker, the Keeper of Secrets. And also Caleb will sometimes give us his word. The last I've seen him is when I was bringing him his food.
So he's in this town.
He stays below the keep.
Yeah, that makes sense. It seems like it would be like damp.
Well, maybe we could. So, do you think we could ask Caleb for guidance before we go on our way?
Caleb wishes to help you.
Yeah, we should ask.
Several members wished not to give these coats, but he believes in your quest.
Seems like a great leader for your people.
His time is nearing an end. And since he will not take the long walk, he will likely take up the mantle of Keeper once Angelo spurns out.
Oh yeah, we will go. We're probably we'll go see him before we head out. Oh, we really appreciate these coats. There's really nothing we can do to show our thanks.
You've brought us hope. Your tales from the mainland have encouraged some of our youngest members, and perhaps one day our outlook will not look so bleak.
Oh, we hope that for you.
All right. So how about, what do you guys say? We roll off to who gets the 4 coats?
I'm waiting for them to question us about why we're being so weird.
We're going to go talk to Caleb, right?
You
Before we
haven't-
leave town?
Thank you.
So this keeper, guys, I won't say names.
So
Okay, you're
where
being
did that
weird.
come from?
Religions are quite interesting.
No.
Being.
Honestly, I too was, once they started talking about the Keeper and him burning out of existence, I was enthralled.
It's fun to learn about other people.
Doesn't
No,
that just sound
you're not that
interesting?
interested in people. I know you.
But like, that sounds interesting.
No.
What did you guys do?
Bro, I think we could tell them we didn't do anything. But I will say, we had, or I should say, Veer had a visitor. And what would that visitor tell you?
So there was a storm last night,
Right.
and there was somebody in the room
What the?
right there, actually right over you.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I saw him right away. Made sure you guys were safe.
I saw nothing.
No, you were sleeping. And essentially, he said that we might be walking to our icy death, and that we need that if we want to know our destiny, to learn more about this tome. So I'm
So-
asking about the tome.
Wait. So a shadow figure.
I never said that. I just said figure.
Okay, a figure shows up in
Yeah.
the middle of the night,
Yeah,
Over me.
yeah.
tells you to go into the place of the people that just helped us.
No, just said that if we that would help us with our destiny, and we might die.
Right, and I told Vera, I said, whatever we do, we probably shouldn't try and go into the keep in the middle of the night because we knew that would piss you off.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd wait
waited.
right till the morning and we'll just go ask Callum right up to his face.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of an idiot? What kind of an idiot would try and sneak in to your host's keep?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So, but we didn't. I think we should just talk to Callum.
So at which
Eos.
point did you fail?
You
Well,
look down.
I feel like
You look
we've-
down. My shoes are
We've
covered
been
in.
together for what? Like
My
a year
shoes.
now?
My shoes are
12
covered in.
months?
My shoes are covered in snow
9
and
months?
snow and
Oh,
mud.
that's
There's
just-
like
that's
melted
from-
snow
that's
all
from you
over the
going out to
floor.
take-
Together for a
pee.
couple months.
Oh, really?
Whisper, you've been together a while.
Right.
But no, Bjorn, we failed in the sense of I was hoping that this guy would tell us more. I mean, he told us.
What did this figure even look like?
Kind of like Rue.
Like
Shadows.
Shadows?
Yeah.
Veer, don't you understand that this plane of existence that we live on that is different from yours, shadow things are not okay.
But they seem real normal here.
Did you ask
No.
Rue if he saw the shadow figure?
He was in my shadow.
It's normal because we are in a unique situation. These things don't happen to regular people.
But in Tyve, they seem to.
Why would you listen to a shadow creature?
It didn't. It's just because it talked.
Or maybe in the future.
Okay, nothing happened. So
Right.
let's go from here.
Maybe in the future, if one of us is on watch and a weird shadow figure shows up, we could like alert the rest of the party.
Yeah, but I wanted you guys to sleep
Well, that's kind of you, but
because, like, we got a long day to our icy death.
But we also didn't make enemies here, so maybe we try not to make enemies.
I don't think we're making any.
yeah, we're gonna go.
What if you got caught?
Caught what?
But they didn't.
Talking? What are you
Trying
talking
to
about?
steal the holy book.
We did not
Oh,
try
no.
to steal the holy book.
Okay. So can I give him a deception?
Yeah.
You can write in my face. Whisper. Watch this.
To my insight?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, yeah.
I've got an 11.
Nat one, nat one, nat one.
I got a 12 plus whatever.
So you don't have to believe Whisper. But, like,
You can choose to believe him.
It's all fine, mate. It's all fine.
here's what. Okay, you want to know the truth, Bjorn? Here, I'll tell you. I woke up Whisper to I needed someone to talk to, and then we were thinking about going out, and then Whisper fell out the window and got all muddy and went and peed on the wall by the guard, and then we came back.
Oh, that did happen. It did.
What was I gonna say?
Whisper, you were much drunker than I thought you were.
I know, mate. I know.
Yeah, so then we said we should probably just talk to Callum in the morning.
Did anybody else also notice that I think Cass came by for a certain someone last night? But
Yeah,
I was predisposed.
yep, Aaron, that is what
Whisper.
happened.
Right.
Still got it.
It's
But
all
I
fine.
think, but don't you agree we should maybe ask him about this?
Hurt.
What are you hurt about? Did you fall while you were drinking?
I expected this from you, Veer.
Expected what?
I mean, I'd
Yes,
also expect
it would have
from-
been appropriate, in my opinion, to go and immediately inform Kellum to get his opinion.
Well, we're not gonna wake him up in the middle of the night.
No.
we should have Bjorn should have waken you up. It's maybe
He was drunk.
I was not
he was
drunk.
not too drunk.
I was not at all.
He was so drunk.
All right, let's not get into who should have done what when. Let's go pay our regards
You're
to Callum,
welcome for protecting you from the shadow figure, by the way.
and let's find out if maybe he'll know. Maybe he's looked into the holy book and he can tell us our destinies.
Right. You know, I used to be a group with a group of people like this too. They could never make up their minds, and they always had to vote about things. They spent much more time arguing than they did moving forth. So you know what I said, Bjorn? Scorn later and seize the day.
Ned, I like you.
Oh, I have words.
Were you writing
Both
a
of you.
mean note about
About
me?
what?
Honestly,
Not
you should
Okay.
always beware the shadows. Shadows are a manifestation of darkness, which is both a literal and metaphorical version of evil.
No,
Only by Ozeron's light shall we purge the darkness of its shadows.
but no.
And maybe the Ithelian, but verdict's out on that.
No, shadows are not all evil, Ned.
No, they are a literal and metaphorical representation of dark desires.
Okay, but I use a lot of shadows to do all of the good things that I do.
It is my experience that you are the antithesis of most quandaries.
But you need light to cast the shadow.
Oh my god.
He's first drinking.
Just giving him a crisis of faith.
Like, I have, my literal weapon is a shadow.
Honestly, the only thing I'm disappointed in was that I wasn't brought in as part of the A-team, as it were.
Well, Aaron, you were real.
Yeah,
real
you were not
messed up.
necessarily right on your pegs there, mate.
I beg to differ.
We'll agree
Do you
to
remember?
disagree.
You remember telling us about how you sang with the whales?
That doesn't sound like anything I'd say. I remember her saying it.
We connected.
Whoa. We missed that.
We did.
We
Yeah.
did.
She doesn't
And
know.
then
No, wait.
And you, but
That's
you,
not.
but she
again,
asked
something
Bjorn
you
to
shouldn't
take her
say.
to bed, not you.
What happened?
She asked Bjorn to take her to bed.
Oh, did you?
I didn't know. I'm still
Wait.
learning English.
Common.
Common.
I put.
Hey, so you're up on your high horse, and when you're riding this horse,
Just
Whoa.
going straight for it.
All
Aaron
right.
would.
Aaron,
All
are you
right.
still drunk?
A little bit.
Okay.
Do you say we're fighting over these coats?
I was.
Does it look like?
I'm wearing a skirt. Can I please have a coat?
I'm gonna grab
Yeah,
this
you're
one.
from the ocean, so maybe you probably do need a coat.
Maybe like we might just have to share a coat until we get to the crazy city
That's fine.
and
I
like
can
go
share.
back
We'll
and
wear
forth.
them in shifts.
Yeah, but I'll be
I
o-
will not need one, so I'll pass it
okay.
to you
This
guys.
one is mine.
All right, we're gonna go talk to Callum before we go.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys start to head out, and as you do, Silas just kind of pats you on the shoulder. Changing hard, ain't it, Whisper?
Sometimes, Silas.
I thought maybe you turned over a new leaf when you turned down that Cass Raven. But always gotta return to your roots, don't you, Whisper?
Silas, you should have seen him fall out the window. You would have laughed.
I probably would have, Whisper.
It was great hearing about it and seeing it.
Let's just move on.
Changing's hard.
Changing.
Hang on. What episode are we on? 35.
35.
Got 35 episodes to change, people.
That's not a lot. So, so you head inside. As you do, you notice that they have cooked up some more bear, and now they're having bear and eggs.
It's amazing. How did my people never think of this?
And you notice that Caleb, the seat is turned around. They brought a few seats together. Most of them are sitting now against a long table. Caleb offers you all a seat, next to him. A few of the guards get up. They move so they can be near to Calum. Elos is on the left side of Calum, and he just, how did you all sleep last night, friends?
Like a rock.
The lightning was bright.
Felt like I had a rock sleeping on me.
Did you have any damage from lightning strikes?
Apparently it hit our keep in the middle of the night. Some believe that the lightning is the extension of Phaedra.
Oh.
Phaedras.
What is Phaedras' physical form look like?
She is the outstretched hand.
Oh. Like
Shadows.
is she shadow?
Some have described her as a wave of shadows with a stare of pure light.
Okay. Well, can I ask you something? Is it normal for her to reach out and speak with your people?
No.
If
Phaedras
she did,
does not speak to us.
if she did, would you listen to her?
I believe that my faith is strong, and I do not need Phaedras to show me an example in order for me to be guided by her hand. Phaedras was a scholar long ago. She wrote of the teachings of some of the greatest theologians and philosophers of the land. It was her wish to bring knowledge as a gift. Instead, many began to worship her. Her as the teacher. Despite her own misgivings, her knowledge spread far and wide. And when she passed beyond the veil, some believe that she came back through her tome, through her final written manuscript.
So she's the one that wrote the tome?
She wrote her Opus, and when men looked upon its words, they went mad.
Should we tell him? Caleb, is there any way that we could have like a private conversation?
I suppose, though what you say to me will be spread to my men. I hold no secrets, for my tongue is not caged by lies.
Yeah, that's fine, but that'll be your choice to tell them, not mine.
Go ahead.
So are his men kind of...
No, he doesn't really look to move. I think it's best we speak openly.
how many of his men are over here?
There's like 4. And Elos.
I'm like, Normandy, I kind of look at you like, should I tell him? So, last night I was, keeping watch for our group.
Why? You are safe within these walls. I have given you my word.
But it's just something, we're used to it. We've been in a lot of dangerous areas, right?
I understand. Safe and sorry.
When the lightning struck,
Yes.
there was a figure in our home where you let us sleep that resembles the description you just gave of Phaedras.
Your people were drinking quite a lot last night. I saw you in particular drink 7 dragon's milks. And I do not wish to be unkind, but do not flout my theology in front of me.
So listen to me. I'm gonna be honest with you in the fact that I have lied when I need to, but I promise you that I have 0 reason to upset the first generous hosts we've had in a very, very long time. And I have 0 motivation to make this up.
Continue.
This figure spoke and told us about your tome. And that we have brought hope to the knights and told us, seek out the tome to know your destiny. You're not chosen by me. You reek of another. Were the words that she first said. And I'm hoping maybe you can help me and us understand why she would reach out.
First, I do not believe you. Second, if I pretend to, I do not understand. And third, you must interpret your own destiny.
Thank you for your second 2 points, but is there anything, like, how can I make you believe me? Because this is unsettling to our group. She also said we were on our way to our icy deaths.
I cannot take 2 steps back in time. What you only told me about this vision once you had confirmed my own beliefs. Thusly, you could be using, as you said, a lie when it is convenient. I do not lie. I have offered you sanctuary in this place.
Yes.
And I say that you are going with our hope. And I mean it. But perhaps it's time to be going.
Right. Well, thank you very much for your hospitality, and I hope we'll see you on our return from the plateau.
Yeah, and whisper. I don't really know how to try to be honest, and it backfired.
All right. What do you say, Brian?
I'd like to shake Callum's hand.
Okay.
Say thank you.
So as you do, Elos will stand up. I shall vouch for them. And Caleb just kind of turns toward his son. Father, we have not had outsiders in some time. One of my men said that they saw them fall out of a window last night. And perhaps their motivations are ill or pure, I do not know. But what I do know is that they have been brought to us. No one has crossed over those hinterlands since I was a boy. I will see them look upon the tome and speak with the keeper. He looks at each of you. You will choose one of you that is stalwart, brave, and true. For the tome does not care whether you are light or dark. In fact, it would prefer you to be both. If you are deemed worthy, it will reveal its secrets to you, and you shall hear the voice of Phaedras. If you are not, I fear that you will be lost within its pages forever. Now, are its secrets truly worth it to you?
No, it sounds pretty dangerous. I heard stalwart. I think it's Bjorn.
He's looking dead at Veer.
Oh.
But you can choose.
But Veer, but Veer does have light and dark. You up for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think I am as true to myself as I can be.
Okay.
Agreed.
Kira? All right, Veer.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's funny.
So Elos will walk you down toward the door. He takes the key from his father, and he unlocks the door and leads you into the dungeon. Up above, Calum just kind of sits back morosely, and you see that his benevolence has gone out. As Elos leads you down door after door, you see that there are prison cells. But what you notice is that they are locked, but inside there are blankets, cushions, the walls are covered in as much fabric as possible, but the people inside are writhing. They look like they're trying to keep them comfortable, but these people are not well.
Have these people gone mad?
This will be you if you do not pass the test.
Okay. Thank you for vouching for us.
He just kind of, he turns to you. What number you want on a D4?
A 3.
I'm not sure what it is about you, but I think you should see it through. None of us have heard from Phaedras. And while I do not need a sign to show my faith, it would be most welcome. He leads you further down, and at the end, you see a metal door. He puts a key in. He opens it. You will ask the keeper your questions. Be succinct.
Okay, I didn't prepare questions.
He shuts the door and locks it behind you, keeping his back to the door.
Okay.
Inside of the room, you see that this room is just as damp as the rest, but you see a small pedestal with a book chained to it.
And I think in my head, wow, chain.
So there's a small bit of light coming into the chamber, and sitting in front of it, dressed in all the white that they've been wearing on the tabards, this figure is like cloaked in them, all except for his head. So it just kind of looks like they've put like robe after robe after robe. So it just kind of furls down along, and he's staring down at the base, at the ground. His head is completely bald, and his fingernails look like bloodied, as though like he's been like scratching at the ground. But other than that, he looks clean kept.
Angelos.
Ask me your question, and I shall see if the Tome of Stars will reveal its answer to you.
Why us? Why would Phaedras reach out to us?
He turns towards you, and you see a dark-complexioned man. He looks as though he should be wearing a beard, but he is completely smooth. As he looks at you, you see his eyes, like he looks as though he's like vapid, as though he's carrying a heavy burden. Is this your final question?
I was just supposed to ask one question. No, not if. Sorry, I was very unclear.
What is it? What is the figure said? Look to the tome to see what is your destiny. You can ask what is our destiny.
Yeah, I didn't really. I'm sorry. I'm not always great at speaking.
You hear Elos outside that it's succinct.
Okay, you didn't tell me one question.
So as you keep talking, you notice that the figure in the room is kind of starting to
shake uncomfortably.
We were told to reach out. I was told to reach out to ask what our destiny is, and so that is going to be my question for the keeper, for the tome. What is our destiny? We've been brought here by someone, something, some force. Why? And what is our destiny?
I cannot speak your secrets. Look to the tome.
He turns, and as he does, you notice that his ears, his eyes, and his mouth all shut, like literally turn into skin. And the book opens on the pedestal.
Hey.
Seeing his eyes and his face shut will save.
19.
Okay. You head toward the tome.
Do not have a strong voice. Big gulp, and I'll just kind of look at, I'm just gonna rub Nana's head, and all right, and I will walk up to the tome, and I will. It's opened itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will look right at it.
The pages begin to move quickly. You see images that you don't quite understand. You see a young scholar walking next to a incredibly powerful figure. This woman that seems to just be moving mountains as she walks, but the scholar is writing down all the words. And then you see the scholar standing upon a plateau looking out over the stars. And as she does, you see almost like a hand like bending the fabric of the stars like a blanket, like a hand through a blanket, like pushing. And you see like her like madness come across the scholar's face as she writes. You then see the tomes that she wrote being passed off. This is almost like is it cunography? Like I think hieroglyphics, but it's like oil painting. It's almost like you're seeing this vision, like as it's like a story unwrapping in your mind. You see the books disseminating. You then see this order of knights following that once proud figure coming to the scholar. You see that the scholar now looking maddened and like blood literally coming from the eyes, still writing. And as they do, the knights begin to stab at the figure. She dies over the book, and the book shuts, covered in her own blood. The knights take the book and burn it on a large pyre, but the book doesn't burn. You then see the knights cloister themselves together to guard the book as a shadow swims across the walls guarding the book. As you continue to flip through the book, you see an image of a scarecrow on a cross. And then you see other figures, these eldritchian horrors behind it, these amalgamations of terror and destruction. Intelligence saving throw.
Really could have used that inspiration die that I won earlier. 18.
So, holding on to the fabrics of your sanity, you continue to watch as the figures surround the scholar, now dead in this abyss of darkness. The scholar looks up, and each of these creatures begin to claw at her skin, peeling back layer after layer of sinew and bone until only her shadow remains. And as they pluck her eyes, you only see light shining into the darkness. Phaedras is born. You then see that same figure, this powerful figure speaking out, but the shadow that now follows her is elongated and stretched with the same two eyes shining. As you continue to watch this vision unfold, you see, one by one, the shadows of each of your group manifest into the actual solid bodies of each of your figures. And in front, you see that same benevolent figure, the one that Phaedras the scholar was following, turn, picking each one of your group. The figure then turns, and you see a large door built into a mountain opening, and from it light on the other side, shining through. But as the door opens, you see figures, like shadows, moving from the door towards you. And the only two that you can make out is Matthias and the Tangled One.
They're trapped in there.
The vision twists one last time, and you see the icy plateau. And your vision zooms in. As it does, it goes up amongst the glaciers, past frozen peaks and ice, through chasms and channels, until finally you see a dark-spired keep frozen in the glacier. And as you go even through it, you go into darkness, and you see vividly blue eyes staring back at you, cold as death. And then the vision ends with a skeletal hand lifting from the darkness. The book shuts. Intelligence saving throw.
I'm really scared.
You got this.
Another 18.
You fall back on the ground, your mind reeling as it's just seen time, space, and creatures that you don't understand. You retain your sanity, seeing a vision of many different things come together. And the only thing that you can push it together is that this figure, whoever was leading the scholar, is still leading you.
And all of us.
Beware the knowledge. Too much, and you will see what you should not.
Do I recognize that
It's
voice?
the same from last night.
Okay.
Just as I did.
I just nod. And then I look at Angelos.
You see now the greatest secret of our order. You see now why we must dwindle and die.
What? You're convinced the book's going to die with you.
It is a penance.
But you may dwindle and it may not die.
That is our gambit.
Thank you.
And at that, the door opens. Did you find what you were looking for?
More questions.
Yes.
I think that was expected.
He comes very close to you. If the secret of Phaedras was revealed to you, say nothing.
Not even to Caleb.
Nothing. As you head up the stairs, that weight that has lifted is back.
Just for me.
You feel now that the respite you've felt these past 24 hours was an illusion For the eyes of Keph left you, but the eyes of Sethis never have. And our game comes to
Seth is so scary.
Because she's powerful.
Seth is
Oh my god.
thought I was gonna have another character go half madness. Says Lyra had what's the god of magic in Greyhawk?
Obedhai.
No, that's nature.
Oh, Bakab.
Bakab going through my head in our last campaign.
Bakab. So that's our last game. We'll be playing in 2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah.
And then please keep on the lookout for the Kickstarter. Super excited about that. So
You want us to vote before we say
yeah,
goodbye?
let's please vote real quick.
And then before everyone leaves, if we could also just go over what our Christmas gifts were.
We don't have to do it on the stream though.
No, no.
Let's go ahead and do our vote real quick.
Okay. That was pretty neutral.
Yeah.
Your vote. Your vote.
Yep.
Yeah.
Light.
Dark.
Yeah.
You're dark. I'm going to say neutral, and I say that because I was loyal to Lily, but I did keep a secret from Bjorn,
And we
I
did
was
try to
ready to
sneak
break
in.
into our host house.
And you led on.
I did not lead. I was being a rogue. I was showing her my. We were showing skills to each other. That's what thieves do.
We've been married for a long
I
time.
guess, yeah, that probably is the
Proudly,
truth. Yeah.
proudly.
So I'm gonna say neutral.
Okay.
Light.
Aaron was neutral at worst. So I'm gonna say that's a neutral game
I think
then,
that
right?
is a neutral game.
Yeah, 3 neutrals and a dark and 2 lights. I would say is a neutral.
Yeah. Kevin was neutral.
That was neutral. So great game, gang. I hope you all had a good time. So
Thanks, everybody.
We're getting ever closer to the Vang'Namar Plateau.
And we almost have enough coats.
Day by
And-
day.
The quest for coats continues.
Side quest coats.
I'm just putting it out there that Dustin's gonna make me lie to everybody.
That's
Just
Good
to
night,
them.
everyone.
good night.
Good night.
Have a nice
Just-
night.
Just to
No
the.
one.
Oh, just.
The smoke, great clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve. Mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light. But I have ne'er seen their like, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. Steel your courage to the mast, or throw it on the pyre. The cold, sharp winds bring pain and death, these harsh lands we survive. Our warmth, it comes from hearth and home, but never from the skies. Oh, Tyve, 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 you'll never leave alive. This place is all our prison, but one where you can thrive. And you can wail against those gods and pillage, scream and fight. But fear the darkness in this land, for it is born of light. Oh, Tyve, 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 we're proud to be alive. And you can say we've lost our minds, or laugh and call us mad. But this place has become our home, so you'll never see us sad. The smoke, great clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve. Mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light. But I have ne'er seen their sight, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire.